This week's podcast, as always, sponsored by JMW Heating and Plumbing Limited, domestic and commercial, gas, heating, plumbing and building maintenance, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, emergency call out, covering the whole of South Wales and South West England. You can contact them on email info@jmwheating.co.uk and on the phone 0330 100 5286. You can also hit them up on Twitter and Instagram at JMW Heating. There's 10% discounts for NHS and military veterans, 5% discounts for Swansea City season ticket holders and Ambition is Critical podcast listeners. You get a free quotation. They're a safe contractor member and a backseat accredited installer. And also sponsored by Boss Brewery as always. They've released tickets this week. Extra tickets for the Lee Trundle Q&A. Sales are going well, so get the tickets. It's July the 12th, the day before Stereophonics. Q&A with the Swansea legend, emceed by Ambition is Critical podcast legend Patrick Cullen. It's going to be a great night there. You can contact Boss Brewery through their Instagram, through their Facebook page, or through their Twitter to find out. It's only £10 a ticket. It's for charity. It's worth getting down there. Obviously, we are literally 9 days, I think, away from AIC Live. All the tickets are gone. They were gone a while back. For those that are coming, the doors are opening at 6. The podcast is going to start at 7:30. And this is the thing, everybody who's there is going to be involved. So you know the drill. If you've listened to the Ask AIC podcasts in the past, then this is Ask AIC Live, so you know the drill. You're going to be asked to ask us questions, and then we're going to flip off each other. Everyone's going to get involved. We're going to have a great night. We're going to have a bevy, and we're going to have a little dance around at the end of it. And God knows what time Boss Brewery will shut the place, because we'll be having one big party there. Tonight, this is going to be a little bit crazy, I got a feeling. Ex-pro boxer, ex-doorman in Quidzin and Top Banana on the real Wild West days when me and Paddy were teenagers and just a tad older. A proper wild man, a good mate of mine and Paddy's. This could go either way. This could really go either way. This is episode 77 of the Ambition is Critical podcast with the maniac, Richard Rocky Reynolds.
Ambition is critical.
Right, we're recording now before you fucking incriminate yourself or something. Right,
Right. You better.
Yeah. I'm gonna have one now. These are cold ones off.
Oh yeah, they had cold as well.
These are twist top or the fucking pull off?
Twist top as well.
Last time I fucked the table up in my living room.
They are tidy. Here we are.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, look at this. It's been a while since we've done this.
Oh, mate, these are going to go down fucking lovely.
I got 20,
Yeah.
not me enough.
He tried his best, mind, to get me on a sesh, but
I never.
You fucking well did.
You know, he got the tattoo of that his arm. I never mind the bollocks. He got that tattoo of his arm.
No way.
The same colours.
Well,
He loved it. You loved the old
Sex Pistols.
Yeah, I loved them.
I'll get this up on Twitter. Right, this is episode 77.
Yeah.
of the
Could be
Ambition
the
is
last
Critical
one
podcast.
ever.
Could be the last one
But
ever.
if he goes down, we may as well go down fighting.
We may as well go down with the Rock in charge.
Exactly.
Charge of the
Yeah.
ship.
Can I just interrupt the fucking podcast and just say that 77 is my lucky number? So it's amazing.
Oh,
It's absolutely amazing now it's 77.
It's meant to be like. So, Rock, lovely. Fucking hell, when was the last time we had a pint?
A while back.
It's got to be a while now,
Yeah.
innit? Got to have been a fucking
And last time myself and Patrick had a drink. Did you tell who's with me? Yeah. She was phoning the next day.
That's
Joshua.
Oh no, that we was in the Morris the other day.
Yeah, but that was a quiet
that
one.
wasn't a real
Quiet
one.
one.
yeah, that's when you told me you seen the Rock and
Yeah,
he was going
yeah.
on. When
Rock.
was that? That was the Saints.
The time before that, it all came up. It was about 2 years. It's 3 years ago now, I think. Joshua Klitschko fight.
Right.
I said to Donna, I'm going out to get a takeaway Vesuvius,
Yeah.
right? I come round in Rocky's house, 8:30 in the morning. You open the curtains, you know what I'm telling you now, right? You know what I felt like? No one of the gremlins when you're not supposed to get sunlight on them. Rocky opened the door, opened the fucking curtains. I thought it was 1:30 in the morning. They liked it, me mate. The fat guy was like fucking, what's that, the guy who played Dracula? But Bela Lugosi. It was like it, mate. Honestly, I was fucking spewing. Bad fucking night that was. Talk about Twilight Zone, no mind. Fucking hell. That night went quickly.
No, I thought it, every time Cobley's missus was phoning once, and I just wouldn't answer the phone to her.
He didn't even know the phone was ringing. Rocky in his phone under his washing, under his dirty linen. Cobley didn't know where his brother was.
He didn't want to answer till the meal was finished.
Do you know the first time I had a sex with Rock was your mother's funeral? After your mother's funeral. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Me and him and Jamo were wandering around town trying to find somewhere to go, and Jamo rang me and said, "Rock, are you awake?" And he was like, "Yeah." He was up on the own or something.
Yeah.
Right? And then we all just piled back.
Well, funny enough, that fucking ended in the same way as well. My old man said to me, tomorrow morning, I was stupid on my old man, tomorrow morning he said, we got to go to Abbey National, 9 in the morning. It's the fucking day after my old girl's funeral, to be fair, innit? Fucking of all the days. And then, well, we had a meeting with Santander 9. I left Rocky's at 11:15. I had Owen from the Halifax was walking past Rocky's house with the glasses. Someone's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing a bell. Oh, fucking nightmare, mate. He didn't speak to me for a month either.
This just started round.
I remember walking into Rocky's because we hadn't met Rocky before, and I said I knew who Rocky was, and I walked in and he was like, "Who the fuck are you?" And I said, you know, he's always welcoming like that. He said, "Who the fuck are you?" And I was like, "Oh, he knows my old man, Rock, Billy Primore." "Oh, for fuck's sake, don't tell him you up here."
Yeah, but he was only 16. He was not drinking.
No, I wasn't.
I wasn't drinking.
I was about, fuck, well, when year was that, Pat? It was about 23.
Fuck, it's a fucking while back when my old girl died in 2002, yeah.
Something like that. It was about 22, 23. The first time I saw Rocky properly, right? You don't even know this. I don't think I ever told you this. So you can tell this story now, because I'm sure this will be a fucking cracker. I was in the mall with my old man. I couldn't tell you what year it was. And he had your arm in plaster, right? From the top of your shoulder down to your wrist. And he was talking to my old man. And my old man comes over and he said, "Oh, he's fucking, it's Rocky had his. He said he won't believe what he's done. He broke his arm fucking arm wrestling."
What?
Yeah.
Who the fuck was
Oh yeah, so left arm.
Hell, look at that scar.
The scar on his left arm is a fucking pearler right across the elbow. What happened?
Arm wrestling barons. Remember the tiki bar upstairs, right up the top?
Yes, yeah, third floor.
Some fucking Dumbo says to me on arm wrestle. And I hated arm wrestling, I hated it. But I was pretty good at it. So I just, it's a little tiki bar, so about 6-8 inches wide.
Yeah.
So I've gone on it, slung him down right, slung him down left. She said, "Oh, come on, I want to go again. So I just turned around and talking to the boys like that, and I'm saying he's Dumbo like an empty. And he pulled my arm towards him, and it just snapped. It went off the table on the bar and snapped across.
So it basically went against the elbow.
Just hanging like that.
So what did you do? Dislocate it?
No, spiral snapped straight across it.
Oh.
So they put a plate in it and 8 pins or something.
Do you know whiskies or not?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But because it was an accident, I had to wait a long time before I filled him in. Because I didn't want to fill him in because
you only had one arm.
He done my arm. It's because I said, "Oh, it was an accident," and I couldn't want him. So I just had to wait a long time until there was a reason come up that I could do it.
But it's a hell of a nasty scar, fucking scarred for life.
This was a full one like that, Rob. Yeah, shoulder down to the arm there.
Bionic
arm.
No, that's that side and that's that side.
That was the
Joel Thompson.
Sparring. Yeah. What happened? The muscle rolled up your arm, wasn't it?
I snapped in 2 places. I was a bit of a dark place, because I lived in a pub growing up. And I won a singles on a Wednesday night, singles championship, Wednesday champion.
That's when every fucker was playing darts. Like.
Yeah. So I wins a final on a Wednesday night. And obviously Joel was fighting Alex Davis. So I went and sparred him. So I started sparring and I chucked the right ducks and so and it hit his arm and it just pinged up, just rolled up my arm. It's like a little elastic band.
When he rolled it, he would see it.
Yeah, the muscle roll up.
No way.
Excuse me. So I said to him, "Come on, we carry on." So I went orthodox then.
Yeah.
So I went jab, and I got thrown the right hand out. They just stayed there. So I thought, "Oh, I better stop now."
Yeah, fuck.
So we stopped.
Because Joel was a monster as well, isn't he?
Oh, he could have been anti-Joshua. Could have been another anti-Joshua.
As in, just a fucking machine to look at, fitness-wise.
He's fit. He's a natural athlete.
Yeah.
His father, I got to know him and his dad, and his father was a real toughy.
Really?
A real nice guy.
Proper old school Jamaican guy. He's a man.
Real laid back.
Probably a yardie. Isn't he? A yardie in the 70s.
Real nice guy, laid back. And Joel he had a bit of a streak in him. He's a nice kid, but he's a natural athlete.
Yeah.
But he's done American football. He played football.
Of course he has, yeah.
He's just naturally an athlete. And luckily enough, they matched him against Alex Davis. So I thought I had to train him.
That's a good scrap,
Alex is quality.
Alex beat him.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was on top of him, and then Alex caught him in the third round and
wobbled him.
Wobbled him.
Really?
Yeah, and because Alex can have a scrap.
He's good.
You know, and he had, I think he had about 6 or 8 of the white collar fights or whatever. So he's rattling them off, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So he said because Joe will look so intimidating and the shape of him, they matched him against Alex. So I jumped in there, I helped him out, but I just thought he could go on, he could do anything. Any sport he could turn his hand to, he could do.
So is he involved in, I think he's involved in strength and conditioning now with the boxer.
Chris Jenkins.
Is
he?
That's right, yeah. Well, he's involved with that, and again, he's the Chinese guy, Alistair something.
The one that helps Jay Harris.
Yeah. You know, like AJ boxing or something.
Okay.
So I think Joel is in with him. Like, I don't know what they do with the strength and conditioning.
Jay talked about him, and Chris Jenkins.
That's right, yeah.
Yes, and he's doing a bit of bomb-bombs, isn't he? And he's doing really well.
Is he? Yeah.
I would think that he can't teach you to box, he can't help you box, but he could...
strength and
conditioning. He could get him fit, strong. You know, he knows all the thing about that. Like,
there's a lot of that learned from you, do you think?
Bits of it, obviously learned from me, but like I used to train him over Yonkers night. We were together over Yonkers for years.
Because he's a big boy, isn't he?
Love.
Big boy.
But see him doing what's the box jumps, is it?
Right.
Sure, I've seen videos of doing them, like, and they like fucking 5 foot in the air. And he's fucking springing up like I fucking jumps over the railings outside Portaina Post Office.
He's just
fucking
natural athlete.
Yeah.
Natural athlete.
So when where did you start boxing when he was a kid? Was that Blind Mice, is it?
No, Gwent, that's Samoan Rugby. I lived in the Mountain Dew.
Right.
But I think we moved in when I was about 10. And
how'd that come about? Was your man always in pubs?
He was a plasterer and he's always in pubs. And he's a great personality, so he took the pub over. I think he was about 10.
Because I was his local and that?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's where he drunk, and the Fairfield.
Very well liked man.
Yeah, massive. And I remember it was like, we'd just gone into senior school I went from Mayo school into Geneva school, and it's like, money's round you all the time, you know, like this money's tight. It was just around about the minus strike or something like that.
Right,
Everything was tight.
3-day week and all that.
But he had money all the time because it was like pocket money, pound to pound. Whenever he was on 20 pence and he was on a pound or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think we run the first. We had a Beat the Max video. No one had a Beat Max video. And then we had a VHS video.
Yeah.
So it was spoilt like, because I remember only the real rich kids had Beat the Max videos.
Yeah.
And
probably the only kid in Mayo. That's fucking that. You know what I mean?
No, but we was living in the Mountain Dew. So we had done for there.
Billy Howell's had a plasma in 63.
And I remember I watched one of the first films I watched was Rocky 2, and it just took the bug.
That was it, yeah. Can you imagine how many people Rocky have inspired?
Yeah.
I was running up and down Peter's Terrace in Warren with a fucking crop top. I was fucking 16 stone as an 8-year-old. I'm running with my derby out, not like they do in Rocky 3 on the beach. I'm running up and down fucking Peter's Terrace, mate, with a crop top on. It was fucking, they're classics, mate. Yeah. They're unbelievable, though.
I started karate first. I done a bit of karate down in Kembu Khan.
Who'd have thought you'd be back in Kembu Khan all your years?
Because like Nicky Thomas and Pasty, Alex Pascakis and all the boys, there was like, I was running around with them. So I went down there for a couple of weeks and I went down in 2 competitions. I was a white belt. One very flexible, though they stretch you out.
One very flexible.
No, Tuesdays. Yeah, but, so I went in one competition and I got disqualified. But I think I caught somebody. Instead of throwing a proper shot, you got to pull them, caught them, so they disqualified me, and I won the next one. So I liked it. So I went in the 1 week after then, and I got disqualified again. So I thought I'd try boxing.
Yeah.
So you're gonna let it
Yeah,
go, yeah.
people like
Because at the time that I think a couple of years later, perhaps he brought out the semi-contact karate and kickboxing.
Was it Babs that actually started that?
Yeah,
He's a fucking legend. Isn't
I
he?
watched something on Facebook the other night about him, and he really is. He really
Yeah,
is. He opened a club on top of the Rugby Women's Club.
All right.
Where the gym bar is, right upstairs, right up on the top floor.
Right, yeah.
I think there was snooker tables there after, but he had a gym up there. And he started his own federation. It's good in a way and bad in a way, because it's like, I really talking about the UFC, when it first started, like, and the guys like Bruce and all them boys, so you've got one or two real good tough boys, and then he just chucked in with street fighters, or some of them would get filled in. But because what I can remember is like Keith Duffy. I remember he fought Dean Allen, Otford Allen.
Was that in kickboxing?
Yeah, but like Duffy we thought Duffy ripped his face off, but Dean Allen beat him on points.
Because he just went better trained.
They called him Lightfoot and Hotfoot or something, because he was just great with his feet.
Yeah.
So it was about the same. Just after that they brought the semi-contact out then, and then they brought the full contact. But then years after, then the MMA to come up to that. Right?
Imagine Steve Babb now, like,
Yeah.
you know.
But I remember watching the Primos. He was like heavyweight, and he'd done all right in the boxing.
Really?
Yeah, then because it's the fundamentals is all in the twisting of the shots. It is. I think if kids started karate first, they'd be able to punch more correct.
Right, I see. Yeah.
Unless you're just a natural puncher like some people like. But they actually twist it. The punch starts from underneath and it turns over and comes back.
Yeah.
And like I was always taught that as you catch the nose, you twist it and bring it back.
Yeah.
And that does the damage.
Would you natural boxing?
Oh, no, not really. The day I went in the gym, he gave me my 10 pence, and he said, "Do you write with your right hand or your left hand?" And I said, "No." He said, "Do you chuck stones with your right hand or your left hand?" I said, "No, I don't throw stones. There's a Mountain Dew." She said, "Oh, just hit the bag." So I just started, because the Rocky probably was a southpaw. I went southpaw, but I wasn't a natural southpaw.
Yeah.
So
But not left-handed?
No.
Really?
No. But I play snooker. I play golf, pool, not very well. Left-handed, and on the rest, right-handed.
No way.
Yeah. So it's everybody says you like ambidextrous. Says no, that's backwards.
Yeah.
So how did your amateur career go? Like, did you have a successful amateur career, or was it just fucking fighting everyone and been mixed? Or?
Yeah, it was okay. What I found is like 13, 14. I lost 3 Welsh finals. First one I lost against Carl Winston, who was the picture boy of Welsh boxing at the time.
Where was he from,
Pontypool.
Right.
Yeah. And I think he won the Gaelic a few times and all that shit. But the first fight I had him, I was winning. And I had a public warning about 30 seconds before the end. Ray Allen was refereeing, and he was the boss of the Welsh Federation. But I just thought it was just because he was a much taller chap than me, and he just trying to keep me off, and I just trying to bore in and weigh into him. And obviously, because they prefer that sort of style, Ray Allen, he said I bored in or whatever, and he gave me a public warning. So I thought there's 10, 15 seconds left. So I've gone to go in again now, and he pulled me again, and he gave me the second public warning. I thought I've lost this now, so I just went, "Fuck off, you baldy twat." And he disqualified me for some reason. and that was like 13, 14. That was the end of my because he broke his hand fighting me, and I should have gone through the Gaelic, but because I got disqualified, I wasn't allowed to go.
Oh no!
So the year after I fought him and lost him, but he did beat me well the second year, because he knew where I was coming, and the year after, I think it was 15, 16, I boxed a boy called Wayne Ellis, who went on to fight Steve Collins.
Is he? Yeah.
He lost the British title to the either light middleweight or middleweight title to Steve Collins. Dead now, God rest his soul, from Cardiff. I think if we were to look him up on the records, It was at the time when Frank Warren was bringing all up Cornelius Carr, Wayne Harris, Georgie Collins, Tony Conn. When he was bringing them out, he was putting shows on, like putting 6 of the boys on, and his record was impeccable. I think he lost to Steve Collins. I think Collins stopped in the 7th or 8th round for the British title.
Right.
And it was at the time Steve Collins was on his way up.
Yeah.
And obviously what happened after that, he done really well, didn't he, Collins?
Collins had a great career.
Fought everybody.
And not only that, he done it in a different weight than everyone else, because he went to Boston and he went to America, and he was winning like what's it, like an Anglo-American, like
He got the NABA,
Irish American title,
that,
like, you know, but fighting out to Boston, like, and he become massive, and then the fight with Eubank made him, didn't he, when he come out with Paul McKenna and fucking under the hood and all that. But he reckoned it was all bullshit, it was all a sham just to get Eubank's head.
You've got to remember, he didn't fight Kawasaki.
He what?
He didn't fight Kawasaki.
No, of course he didn't.
No. And
but
I've seen a couple of things on the media about why not and all this thing. But, you know, if you're this set side, now you're Joe's side, and it's just like, it didn't happen, did it? And I'm a big believer in, if the fights are going to be made, they're going to be made.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays with Tyson Fury and Joshua and that Wilder, it's just so much money in it.
Does that embarrass you? Because you've grown up with the Agler Earns and fucking met Agler and fucking you met Earns and...
Are we going to bring up the Agler?
Huh?
Are we going to bring up the
Agler? Yeah.
Well, do you want to say about meeting Marvin?
No. We will bring it up later.
You've got to have some berries first.
It's not. It could be an highlight of somebody's life, but it's not really mine. Like.
It was the highlight of Agler's life.
Who's the only Swansea man to make Marvellous Marvin Agler run?
Even Marvin Agler was so embarrassed he turned red.
Evacuate the building. They evacuated the what's it called? Brangman Hall.
Brangman Hall it was, yeah.
So when you turned pro, what was it?
I started training when I was 17, 3/4.
So training with the pros?
Alan Davis opened a new gym down in Coast Avenue, at the old Ghost Road, on top of his warehouse, scaffold in place. And somebody, the word on the street was that he's opened a gym and everything, and he was looking at boys to turn pro, so I went down there, and I think I had one senior fight up in Durham, and I won it. And then I went down it and started training down the Ghost End, and that was when I met Mr. Nigel Page.
Yeah, I was going to say about Page.
Well, the story is that the first day I turned up and I'm sitting on the doorstep, and he said, "What's your name?" I said, "I'm Richard Reynolds, and I'm hard as fuck." So he pulls up, and Dean Lynch pulled up, and Roper pulled up, and Jeff Toretto, so we went upstairs.
There's some fucking names.
He says, "You guys skip the rope, you want a bag, you come in with me."
Page, he said to you?
Yeah, straight away. So, beat me up for 2 rounds. Beat me senseless. Just smashed lumps out of me.
Boxed your head off? Or
no, beat me up completely.
Really?
Just walked through me and beat me up. Well,
tough.
9 stone 10, 5'6". I was about 10.5 stone, and he must have been about 10 stone, 9.5 stone. He just walked through me, just beat lumps out of me, just smashed me to pieces.
Really? Yeah. Nothing you could do that?
Nothing. He said, "Oh boy." And he, no skipping, no nothing else. He says, "Oh boy." So I went down on a Tuesday, sitting on the step. He said, "What's your name?" He said, "Richard Reynolds, I'm mad as fuck." And here comes boys. So all the boys up there laughing behind him. So I said, "I don't care, go take it on away." So he said, "Who skip, and who hit the bag?" So he takes me in the ring, 2 rounds, beats me fucking senseless again. Smashes me, senseless, just beats me up, pedal the post. So, goes home, says to your man, he says, "Dad," he said, "there's only a little midget fella down there beating me up terribly, I don't think I'm ready to turn pro." So man said, "Don't be shit, get down there." And so he goes down on a Wednesday night. He said, "What's your name?" I said, "I fucking told you yesterday, I'm Richard Reynolds, I'm hard as fuck." And again, beat me fucking senseless. 2 rounds, home boy. So on the Thursday, I said to him, I said, "Dad," I said, I'm not ready to turn pro. I said, "This fella's fucking too good." So the old man gave me a slap across the chops and said, "Get down here, you shit, don't fight them." He said, he's only small. So he goes down. I'm sitting on the step, he turns up, he said, "What's your name?" I said, "I'm Richard Reynolds, I'm hard as fuck, but not as hard as you." And he chopped me up, he said, "Right, get a skip and rope with it."
You should have said that on a Monday.
And he beat somebody else up.
Yeah.
And then after that, then he just took to me, and years after, he had Kirsty, and I was godfather to his daughter. I'm godfather to his daughter now. And I said to him, I said, Nige, he said, why do you beat me so bad? I said, because I was close, I was wrapping it. And he said, I couldn't break your voice when you do. And then that taught me, taught me different things. And I put in, when I trained you, it's tough love and stuff like that. He'd always say,
that's not 2 weeks off work because of the
hardest man
I was right, I was sick for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I never said that, did you?
Do you think so?
Hardest man I ever met in my life.
Do you reckon, yeah? Loads of people who talk about him, man. Enzo fucking idolising, didn't he?
Yeah.
Guy in work, Griff Hall with me, like, seen him on the speedball once. And he said he'd never seen
on a big bag, like, he right hand, left hook, and he just made a big hole in it. Boom! And it was just, when I sparred him, right, I knew, because when he started training me or whatever, I knew I had to smash him in the face to keep him off me. Right. So I smash him in the face, I know I'm too back. But that's what he loves. He knows, and obviously it's his mentality and what he got taught, that what he installed in me, that I would hit him, and then I'd take two back. And then but the worst thing about it was, you'd hit him, and he'd start throwing a left hook, and you couldn't do nothing about it. It just hit you.
Yeah.
You couldn't get out the way of it. If you covered up, it still hurt. But you just had to carry on at him, and you see the left hook coming, and boom, and just smash you, and it wouldn't drop or nothing, but you go, God almighty. But he done it against everybody. I remember him sparring like 3 rounds Jeff Stiletto, 3 rounds with Dean Lynch, 3 rounds with Kevin Open, and 3 rounds with me. 12 rounds in the night.
No bother.
Crazy.
Probably after the day's graft as well.
Yeah, he's a roofer. Just natural hard man. And he just fought all his life. He boxed up from years and years. And I've seen photos now years after, and we talk about people. He just boxed forever, like.
Really, like Barry McGuigan said something in his autobiography about him.
I was sitting in the Grand Theatre,
right,
when Barry McGuigan was in there.
Right, okay.
And it was Gordon Harris, Peter Harris, and Nigel, and we're all sitting in close to the front, and he's talking and whatever, and he shouts, so he said, when I was turning pro, he said, I won the ABA just by turning pro, he said, and it was tight, he said, because if I beat the Swansea boy, he said, and if I won to beat him, he said, Barney might not have taken me. And I didn't go and shouted.
Changed his life.
Shouted, Nigel Page. And he said, that's the one, he said, and Barney went and answered, he said, Nigel Page, and then we had a drink with him half time.
Really?
And in true Nigel Page fashion, they went up and he shook hands, he said, I fucking beat you. And Nigel just told him straight, I beat you. And Barney went, we don't have to talk about that now, but that's just nice.
Yeah,
and, he won a nasty horrible man, but as soon as he went in the ropes, between the ropes, he could fight. Fight.
So, how didn't he go? What he had a brain scan or something, did he? And he was still fighting, and
he had I heard stories after and everything. He was captain, he's fighting in the Welsh team.
Seniors now.
Yeah, and Nicky Piper, he was fighting super feather, lightweight, 9 stone 4, 9 stone 8, and the only one that could spar, the only one he could spar was Nicky Piper.
Great fight.
Like heavyweight.
Yeah.
12 stone 7 to 9 stone 8. 2 stone, 2 3 stone. And he dropped Nigel, and Nigel banged his head on the thing when he went down.
Right, yeah.
And then after then he had the brain scan and he had shadow on the brain.
Unbelievable.
And that was the end of it. Like.
And that was that, yeah. And I think that's why he put so much into amateur boxing and training other people, because he wasn't allowed to do it himself. He had a passion for it. He did. I love training people. If you see a little glimmer of light in somebody, you want to give them as much as you can. And that's what I think that's what it was. His passion was boxing, and he wasn't allowed to do it, so he wanted to give somebody else the best. And hardest thing I've ever met in all my life. I never. He's so small, so nuts, you wouldn't believe it. Nice though, outside the ring, he's lovely. Richard Reynolds, the hardest fucking worst thing I ever said. Stupid thing to say.
When you turned pro though, did you have like visions of like, I'm going to be successful at this, or is it like, well, we just see what fuck happens?
No, I had the dreams, boy. I had all the dreams. You just think that if I can get 5 or 6 fights behind me, wins, you get a shot at the British title. And then if you get a shot at the British title, years ago it was done in sequence. You win the British title, you'd have a shot at the Commonwealth title, you get a shot at the Commonwealth title, you get a shot at the European title. Because when a European title, it goes in the top 10 then of the world ranking. And it was only just when, like WBA, I think IBF had only just come out. It was WBC, WBA, and then like the world rankings was the top, you come in the top 10 if you was European.
But these were the days now. I'm a Rocky, I'm 40 now, and I was at the Breens at 11. So like fucking, I would have seen Rocky for the last fucking 30 years, like. And I never get going up there, and you see the photos on the wall, and the famous photo, which is in every pub in Swansea, where he's skinny as fuck with his big mop of black hair. Yeah. And even then, like Teresa and Big Colin would say, he's fucking, nobody would say character. He was fucking kissing, like ring girls was walking around. Rocky's in a 6-round war. He's getting up on his stool and trying to neck the ring girls.
No. Right? I had my first 6 fights with Alan Davis.
Right, okay.
So after 6 fights then, I went with Colin. Because something happened with Alan Davis and the gym was closing down or whatever. Then I went up with Colin. So at the start up here, he was the A team, the B team.
Who was up with Collins at the time?
Oh my God.
People wouldn't know. Youngsters now wouldn't fucking know, right? But it was don't forget, there was no boxing stables in Swansea now. Every boxer with talent in Swansea was it. Fucking reel them off. Fucking unbelievable.
God. But you had Jeff Gillette, the Dean Lynch, Kevin Oprah and myself, who was the B team. Right?
That's the fucking B team.
Because we had like come from another gym now, so we come into the gym. You had Gary Pempton, Neil Burder, Chris Jacobs, Terry McGee, Robert Dickey, the Harrises, Michael Harris. Yeah. Michael was just finishing. Who else was up there? It was just different people all the time.
Sugar Ray was up there.
Sugar Ray was still fighting, like Sugar Ray fought for 4 generations.
Yeah, of course he did, yeah.
Was he there when Floyd Abbott was there?
Yeah, Floyd. Yeah, but Floyd went, Floyd
started and then cut Collins quite late.
Floyd come later. Because I can't remember who he's with in the beginning, but I think he come after Peter Harris left. Peter Harris left to go up Alan Davis's. When I was with Alan at that gym, because me and Peter boxed on the same bill up in Newport, and Peter won up there. He stopped the fella about 3 or 4 rounds, and Peter won a big hit or whatever, but I outclassed this fella. It loves him, and I boxed Kevin Hyde up there, and Kevin Hyde, I beat him unanimously, like 2.5, 3 points or whatever, and he was a toughie at the time. He was a right tough in the division, and I think I had one more with Alan then. And then I went to Colin then, because they were finishing. But he kept Peter going.
So when did you get old? Because what people might not realise, like, I sparred with Rocky a number of times. He's slick. And even when he was big, like when we was training together, he was probably 16 and a half, 17, probably big. He moved like a cat, didn't he?
Yeah, but I don't think, when you've been boxing since 2013,
but what I mean is,
it comes natural, I think.
He was slick, making people miss and that. It wasn't like, I think you're talking as if it was just a fighter. It was a bit more about it than that, wasn't it?
Yeah. I just, I idolised like some Nigel Page, and I just studied Michael Harris and Peter Harris. They were amazing. Peter and I spoke to Gordon about it. Gordon used to have training, throwing punches at each other and making each other miss after training.
This is as kids, isn't it?
Yeah, as kids, all the way through. And I just watched them and I just tried to pick bits up of, it was like, that's handy, innit? And as I wasn't the best of trainers, I thought to myself, and this is God's honest truth, if you can make a miss, you get them tired. So you only got to be fit for 3 rounds, you can get them tired for 3 rounds by making a miss. And that is the honest truth. But their talent was immense.
Yeah.
The best Michael and Peter are the best fighting brothers, apart from the likes of the Curvises and stuff like that. Peter boxed Ray Minus, the world champion, out in Bahamas. He boxed. I boxed on St. Bill's in Hodgkinson twice. And I thought he should have won one of them.
I'm sure Peter won the European out in Italy quite late in his career as well, mate. He didn't win it. He must have lost it, but definitely fighting for the European at the end of his career.
He went to the Bahamas for that Ray Minus fight, and he went on to win a world title. Michael won. He boxed Gary Cooper for a British title. Years before, he boxed Clinton McKenzie at welterweight 10 stone, and then he boxed Gary Cooper then years on at Clinton McKenzie boxed at 10 stone, Gary Coopey boxed at 11 stone. You know, so like Michael one of the best of trainers, but he had the, like him and Peter, they had the ability to make you miss. And it's just like priceless.
Why weren't you the best of trainers?
After I went up Collins, Nigel couldn't train me. I had my first training with Nigel training me. Couldn't train me full time, he changed his jobs or whatever, so it was difficult for him to get up there. Plus the fact that it was like you had 4 of his boys going in a new gym.
Right.
And it was like, I was at the time with Jimmy Bromfield, amazing trainer. He was in control of everybody. And then Jimmy was starting to step out, and Ray Price was training people as well. So Nigel didn't want to step on any toes, so he'd come up once a week and take me in the pads or whatever, we do bits and pieces. But as Paddy knows, like with Collins, you'd squat, you'd skip for 20 minutes, you'd hit the bag, and then you just say, stop sparring. And there's 10 people to spar. So we just had a row every night. The actual first night I went in there, they said we're the A team and they're the B team. And it was a normal.
That's a scary B team for me. I'm worrying what team I'm going to be on.
I was in. I'd be spurred at first 2 rounds and gives it the birder. So he opts out, he puts me in with Pemberton now. Gary Pemberton, he looks like God.
Yeah. Built like Thor.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Massive hitter from Cardiff. Big hitter. 1 punch hitter. Spark people out, lovely. So I got him with him, I roughed him up, I rams the wood in him, cuts him, he got out after a round. So he puts me in with Terry McGee. Now Terry McGee's British title standard, like middleweight, and I was about like middle-ish. And like Nigel was saying, he tries to be a bully. If you don't go backwards, you'll have a fight with him. So I just said, I don't go backwards then. And obviously the ring's only 10 by 10, it's nice for us. But he was a cracking boxer, and he's very successful. But on that night, like I just stood my ground and I rode him. And then we was fighting over the top of the rope, but then we took our gloves off, we went outside and it didn't come off. So I established myself straight into the A team.
Right, yeah.
I got promoted the first night.
Don't forget, I'm 12, right? And like, because of going on with the Breens, I fucking fell in love with Rob Dickey, which fucking started me loving boxing, because Teresa would come pick the boys up from school, and there's this fucking guy I seen on BBC Wales last night fighting is in the car.
Yeah.
But he's not like inaccessible. He's getting up the car. One hand photos, anyone such thing as fucking cameras, was it? But he's getting up the car and giving me a signed photo. So I'm pulling down my Dudley Lewis signed photo and I'm putting Robert Dickey on the wall. But then
brilliant.
In them days, there's no internet or YouTube. You'd have sports night on a Wednesday, or you'd have
seconds out on a Tuesday.
Yeah, seconds out. But you'd also have Jamal's old man was on HTV Wales News every day. Yeah. So I'm looking at the news going, what the fuck? That's fucking, I was up here last night. What the fuck? I was up here last night playing Nintendo. And then all of a sudden, every night then we'd have boxes in the gym, and there was a little tiny chair next to the ring, tucked in the corner. So Teresa would say, just go over there and shut the fuck up. And then we were watching, we were 12 years old, watching these grown men have wars. And we were like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. This is like a film to me, right? Every night now, and to me they look like gods. Who think of seeing Rocky now when he was 12 and he was young, fucking when he just got poops.
I had abs then.
And these fuckers are having wars in front of you, and you're like, fucking, what is this? This is brilliant. Fucking no times will stick with me.
Yeah.
And that's how we fall in love with boxing, because you're watching things like that with these lot, every A team and B team, fucking hell. And you've seen the box, and like I said, Colin Green was on the news every other weekend, wasn't it? Shows everywhere, wasn't it? Boxing was thriving in Swansea, wasn't it?
It was amazing.
Amazing time, man. Which you think now, if the exposure for sport now, it would be fucking unbelievable. Imagine having 20 boys from Swansea, British title level, when British title now means fucking British title meant something. If he was a British title holder, and don't forget all these fuckers are working all day, then training in the night, so it's even harder then, isn't it, Rock? Imagine him not having a job and just training.
I would say it's impossible. You've got to make money to live on it. So of course we're not going to go into the sponsorship thing, because
frustrates you.
Yeah, it frustrates me very highly.
As in,
I was talking to young Rowan Crocker last week, and he got all the ability in the world, and he's very quiet, and people just don't buy into it. And you got totally useless pricks that are very ordinary, and they're getting paid a lot of money to do ordinary things.
Yeah.
And it's the way it's spread out. The louder you are, the more flamboyant you are. Okay, if you've got loads of talent, yeah. You know, but like young Rowan now, he's got loads of talent.
Yeah.
And he is raw hard. You know,
he's a killer.
Yeah, and yet he's not flamboyant.
Yeah. But that holds him back.
But if like I was listening to the podcast last week, like Ryan studied it years ago, and I'd listened to a lot of what he said when I first started training him, and I'd watch it or whatever. Now he is flamboyant when he got somebody. When he hurts him, he just puts him to sleep straight away, or you got him an armbar or legs and ankles, and he looks gorgeous, but you've got to know the fundamentals of it. Whereas nowadays, people with a big gob, with a little bit of talent or whatever, the louder they are, the more they go on Facebook or social media, they get loads of backing. Good luck to them, but it's just like.
It is a strange setup that we've got white collar boys having more sponsorship than someone like Rowan.
That's crazy.
It is crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Listen to me now, right? The fundamentals is white collar boxing is white collar boxing, right? Like Ryan, I trained Ryan and he's done really well. And the best thing I can say about Ryan is that I asked him to come and help people.
Yeah, of course he did. Yeah,
and that's the biggest credit because I knew he was such a gutsy, and I could see what he had in him. Very similar to the way he played football, guts and heart in his sleeve. So I seen that in him very early, and I wanted to bring as much out of him as I can. Well, after he fought or whatever, I knew that it's in him, and I knew that he could help people the same. And I put a lot of pressure on him. I
remember the first time.
We fell into, I don't know whether it's lucky or unlucky, but we was training the boys down Chris's for the white collar, and then the greeny thing came up, didn't it? With all the boys, Ashley Jenning and all the boys, they said that they started training down there, and Chris's boys was training on a Tuesday and Thursday, and then they was training on a Wednesday, and asked if we'd help them. So then we'd help them on a Wednesday and a Saturday morning, which would spar with them. And then we just ended up going from there. Then did we?
3 years, yeah.
Oh, amazing shows, best shows I ever done.
Remember the first time I went down? He said, "Come down and help me with these boys. No one's training them. They've been let down, and they got a show in like 5 weeks."
Yeah.
I was like, "Right, what do you want me to do? I'm going down there." At the time, I'd been boxing probably a year. I hadn't long had my first fight, and he's like, "Right, just hold the pads over there and do what I do with you." And I just picked up a pair of pads, and I was like,
"What do you want to use pads?"
Never, not myself.
Yeah.
Not myself. I never, because I did pad as a road with Rocky, but I had never held pads for other people.
Of course, yeah.
So it was just like, right, what does Rocky do? Right, jab, 1, 2, and I was keeping it basic. Over time then, we did so many pads. What was it like sometimes?
We do like 20 long pads. And
really?
my wrists, my elbows.
I was fucking it with all that fucking...
The thing is as well, is like Rocky will tell you, like I at the time I'm about 12 stone soaking wet, right? And when you've got beginners of all sizes, right? And if you hit the pads clean, it's not so bad. But beginners will let you high.
Of course they will, yeah.
So it'll bend your wrist back.
This is the thing that we do frequently because we train so many boys over the years, right? Yeah, and like a lot of the times with the greeny one and some of the Chris's shows, there was their first fight, so they know what it is. And maybe we should have been pushing the pad there so it's connecting. We should have been letting it go a little bit more, but because fundamentally that you're on top of people and he wants to get them hitting hard or whatever, so we push them. But a lot of the time the beginners, they not hitting correct.
Yeah.
So they're hitting the top of your fingers, which is hurting your wrist, they're hitting your wrist. And obviously there's a circle in the middle of the thing.
To get
and you
snap,
hit the circle.
And everything but the circle.
Everything but the circle. And you can understand why they're tired. They've got somebody screaming on them and they've got something that they've never done before and they're just throwing shots out. And it was because we train better fighters, or when I train fighters, it improved them greatly. That they hit the centre more often, on and on. So I could try to teach them something else after that. That we expected too much too quick, but it did bring them on. It did bring that. It's the same as like with Ryan. I chucked him in the deep end. He swam.
Yeah.
I turned pro and I swam. I think I was 18 and 2 months on my first pro fight, and I went up to South End. I think I was about 10 stone 4, 10 stone 5. I sparked a fell in the first round. I thought, this
And who did we fight, Alec?
yeah, we went all the way up to South End. And we goes up there, and I goes to the changing room, and I create, like, I can look at people, I know their weights. And I said to some, you 12 stone 4, and you 12 stone 6. And they said, how do you know? And you were like, you were 11 stone, you were 12 stone. But you've done it for so many years, in so many different shows, that you think to yourself, fuck, I hope he's only 11 stone, I hope he's not right. Yeah. I know, you look at you judge people, you think to yourself, I hope he's a light middleweight and not a middleweight, and I hope he's not a light heavyweight, and no things like that. So it eye people up and try to think and try to weigh them up, and then when you obviously jumped on the scales, then you're right, you know, because he knows enough or wherever you are, and but it just over the years you just you're pretty good at picking weights like.
So what happened? Because obviously you had a good record to start, and then was it the late notice fights that started making your record patchy? Or was it like lack of
No, it was it's like you trapped in a deep end lane. I had my first pro fight when I was 18 and 2 or 3 months. I sparked the boy in the first round. I thought this was easy. And it's crazy, honestly God, they're like the gangsters or whatever. Some fella in a suit comes over, flat nose or whatever, and he gives me an envelope. So he opens the envelope, it's 275 quid in it, like, and this is, I'm 18, and it's like 32 years ago.
Fucking lot of money, that.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is easy.
Of course, yeah.
My God almighty, you just sparked the fella and then won the first
And
round.
you've done something you love doing, that.
Yeah, and I was training hard and I was getting good. But what I found is that the first 6 fights, because Alan Davis had only just started a promotion like license and everything, he didn't know a hell of a lot about it. And my second pro fight, I goes up to Birmingham, Albany Hotel. Frank Bruno pulls up in a big Ferrari, Bob, we did a Ferrari, I never know, comes out, that's Frank Bruno, I'm like, you starstruck, right? So I fight a boy called Kevin Clayton, they said, oh, it's his first fight as well, he's crap, man, my God, he's like Gart, isn't he? You know, and so I comes out, and I'm training hard, and I'm pretty good. The first 3 rounds, I beat him up. But then, obviously, they said that he hadn't got much experience. We looked in the boxing news, he'd like just come back from the Olympics or something.
Of course, there's no box track.
He had done 3rd in amateur fights.
There's no internet in NBC, is it?
He beat me up for the next 3 rounds, and they give him the verdict. So, you know, it was like at the time when you're going away to lose.
Yeah.
But I didn't believe in losing. I just thought that if you're half fit and you've got a bit of talent, you just got to try. I would never give in. We went in to die.
Yeah.
And luckily, most of the time, I done well.
Here she is, Jim Fonda.
Yes, I seen a photo of you and him on Facebook the other day, and I didn't recognise you because I haven't seen you for so long.
Well,
I'm never with him.
I'm an athlete, I fucking know.
How do you find that? It was Jim Fonda, fresh from Funky Fun.
Oh, he knows this is silly, besides now.
How do you find that?
I'm a fucking athlete.
Alright?
Easy.
Natural dog.
No way, really? Wait till the morning. Huh?
Where's your makeup?
Not to be able to feel our legs in the morning.
No, it's not like this.
How'd she do tell? She like?
Who's the girl I took? I forgot her name.
Laura.
Right, she's lovely.
Great girl.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Laura.
Yeah,
she's a
there is a big
cracker.
shout to Laura because she said, "Oh, tell Paddy." I said, I will. But,
It's amazing. It is amazing.
No.
It is. No, but it is.
Yeah, I know.
But a lot of people are afraid to get involved. My sister was
Me?
afraid to get
I
involved.
couldn't-
But normal, I don't know, we're all normal human beings. But like, because they got like the starstruck thing down there. That
Of course,
there's
yeah.
a lot of good looking people that goes there, men and women.
I'm Eva.
No, obviously you. But there's a lot of good looking people that go there. And it seems to put a lot of skinny people goes there. And everybody's got this preconceived idea that you've got to be a model and skinny to go
Exactly.
there.
But you
Right,
are.
yes or no?
And Chris do say all the time, did he?
And I tell you what, everybody that have got the balls to go there,
Spot on.
I agree.
like yourself,
I
my
agree.
sister, my daughter, They love it.
Exactly.
You know, walking in tonight, right?
We thought it was going to be
I
like...
said to Tim, I said, I can't go in here.
You feel a bit intimidated.
Terrible.
But Chris hates that, and like when I used to go down with him.
That's exactly what you don't want, isn't it?
No, you do feel intimidated because there's a lot of skinny people and there's a lot of like good-looking people or whatever. There's alright, there's fat and ugly people there as well, I know. But
No,
but having the balls, it's having the balls to step through the door. Because once you does it, you
Exactly.
love it, and
Yeah,
you realise
I enjoyed
you get
it.
the buzz for it.
Yeah.
I told you,
I
the
did
first
enjoy it.
the first time I walked in Funky Pump, I haven't seen so many camel toes since me and her went to Sharm el Sheikh. It's beautiful, women everywhere, innit? Donna's obviously brought the ratio down, don't worry about that.
That's disgusting. There's a disgusting thing to talk about to your wife.
Yeah,
enjoy it.
don't go late to me now.
I was always like, here we go, give me a big look.
I'm going to go now. I've never come in here before, Rob.
No,
I need
yeah,
to
pleasure.
speak to you.
Love you to
Right.
death.
Just have a tweet.
Yeah.
Fuck off! No, you end up having
You're
a
gonna
stick.
ball
You
about
end up
it.
being in the
That's
fridge.
right, darling.
Shut the door.
Sounds good.
Look after him now.
Is it good?
Look
after him.
after
Big
Big Robbie, he's looking after. Women love me, men love me,
Yeah.
kids love me.
Like Kenny Clark says, women want him, men want to be him.
The way my missus picked up the phone to him before, and the way he was talking to her, oh, he was such a gentleman.
Yeah.
I was like, is this the same Rob you are?
Yeah, he knows the fucking real. He
Yeah.
knows him.
Listen, I had a very good teacher. My dad was a gentleman and a hard man, strong.
Was he a
man.
tough man? Because
He
somebody
played strong. He played football Welsh League for years, and every time I
really?
watched him, he got sent off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did he play for?
The Apple, he played for Town and the Mail, he played for West End. He's the first West End captain. West End got a box.
Fuck
He's in the box.
yeah.
He's the first West End captain. And he went Welsh League, and he played Welsh League for years. And as a kid, every time I went to watch him, he played right back, he got sent off.
Do you know who the Rock played for?
Yeah.
Who the Rock played for?
Well,
Oxford.
the Rock to me is, if you know, like you says about some people, if you give me a photo of Donny Smitham, I'm going to say West End, right? If you give me a photo of, say, Jamie Breen, even though he played the West End, you're going to say the Saints.
Right.
You show me a photo of Rocky, and I'm going to say Kabbalah Club chasing Romanello. The Valley Club is what I think.
I had 12 years with 12 years with North End as a kid.
Well, you love football, didn't you?
Yeah.
You're football fucking man.
I had a couple of trials. We had trials with Everton and years. Everton and Crystal Palace come down. They wanted me to go up and play trials for them.
No way.
Yeah. I was
As a kid or teenager or what?
Yeah, teenage, 13, 14, 15. I was scoring 50 goals a season.
No way.
50 goals a season. Because I was really quick and obviously people who have about. Kerry Fox Farrell, he played next to me and it was funny as well because I was always like a bully and put myself about and I was very quick. And Kerry's playing next to me and he's telling jokes to he's done it all his life. He's telling jokes to centre half.
No
and
way.
he laughs and he takes off and then I'm picking on, he's scoring.
Yeah.
But and in my head I'm saying, Kerry, shut up man, I want to fill him in.
Yeah.
Don't make him laugh, I want to kill him. But it worked, you know. He
And a great team, Kenny, still have a scrap. You know, he's still going. Like the other week, he had a bit of a war. Fucking usually he's used to these exhibitions.
Where was he boxing?
On Paul Bomb's last show, sometimes Kerry will help out. Say someone's a total novice and they fight the pulls out last minute. Kerry will jump
Take
in.
him round.
And like he'll take him spot on, take him round. But the fight he had the other day was with a guy who was in his 30s.
But the boy was eager, he was very
He
eager.
was keen as fuck, like,
Yeah.
it was a bit more, Kerry bit a little bit more off than he could chew, really, because Kerry's fucking getting on, you know,
Yeah.
fucking, let's have it. He's in great nick, but
Amazing,
the guy was
amazing.
young, and wanted to win. And it was ended up a war. Kerry ended up winning because the guy got injured.
He pulled his
Yeah,
bicep knee.
but it was a war.
I
But
think the boy did really
Kerry
well
still
against
won.
him in the first round, but I think Kerry would. I think at the first or second round he stopped it, but I think Kerry would have stepped. He
Probably would have, yeah.
It would have come through in
Experience
the end,
would,
and
yeah.
Kerry would have put it. Obviously, because of his experience and his fitness and everything, that he'd have come through and beat them anyway. But the boy, it was like. I said to him, make that the last one though, boy. You can't, you can't keep standing up that well and pulling the water over.
Mate, the only tattoo artist who can't fucking draw. What's that all about? You know, fuck, you know, he drawn a stick man on house, he's brilliant.
Don't talk to me about tattoos.
Oh, fuck yeah.
My God,
Fucking hell, what a weekend.
I watched it last week, absolutely brilliant.
Can I say, that video is amazing.
Right. Big
Honestly.
shout out to Sean Rees.
Oh my God.
It was mad, right? It's like, I'm there through all that process, right? I arranged it with Sean to go to his house. I picked him up on a Saturday morning. And Sean's filming everything. He's filming me in the car. He's filming the way.
Young Sean the boxer, then?
No, not Sean Reese. That you were thinking of. This is Sean Reese. Does a bit of karate. You know, he's done all scrapping himself. But he does. He's like production design,
graphic design,
and he obviously knows how to.
Yeah, it was very
talented.
It was very well edited.
Ice class.
So he's done all this and that, and I had a couple of ideas, and I'm like, look, Sean, obviously I'm leaving it to you, but you know, I had thoughts in my head what I want to do, and then when he put it together like that, I'm looking at it and going, wow, like, right, for example, right, we all the talking heads bit that I did,
amazing,
right, that was after I'd done the tattoo.
You made Ryan look handsome.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Paul
Daniels couldn't do that.
Listen now, you're going to say what's the bud?
So we was in his house, and he goes, he lives in Langabella. We've been to his house, pardon me, when we done the live podcast. Not the live, the quiz, wasn't it? The Christmas quiz thing for the TTL podcast, right? So I'm thinking to myself, are we going to go to the conservatory to do this video? Like, oh no, he sat me on a stool at the bottom of his stairs. I thought, this is a bit strange, but he's seeing not what I'm seeing. Like, he knows what he's going to do, because it was that brick wall effect behind me, and I look good. When we ended together, and then he sent it to me that afternoon, but I was down Fake Festival. That's another fucking story. I was shapeless. But when he watched it the next day, he go, fucking hell, it's amazing. That was really good.
Amazing.
It is. You think that must have taken about 50 odd or 60 odd takes?
Well, the thing was,
like, you know the ins and outs of it.
But this is the thing. See, he said, don't worry about if we fuck anything up. Just go from where we fucked up, and I'll end it all together. So in my head, I never wrote a single thing down. I just had in my head, I was going to go from point A to point B. It's like I would tell that story. I think I fucking told that story, the Bob Bradley tattoo story on a podcast anyway. So it's just like, I was trying to tell a Candle story like I tell you the story or you the story, right? And I was going from A to B. And a couple of times I said a word came out wrong and I mispronounced it and I thought, right, I don't do that. So I just went back and I did it again. Man, I fluffed that. It probably took me, for that minute and a half of what it is maybe you see of me on there, it probably took me 10, 12 minutes by the times I fucked things up. But when he edited together, he made me look like I was fucking Robert De Niro.
Amazing, man.
You know what I mean?
It was very good. It was amazing. It was what?
The talking heads bit is outstanding.
Brilliant. Like all the graphics, I couldn't have, like I said, I couldn't. That's why he's a fucking professional.
This is why going into boxing, I trained you, and I've entrusted in you, because I put enough in you that I can put you in front in charge of somebody. If whatever you who I like in life is what you're good at, you let him do it. And obviously is filming and stuff and put it together. And it's professional people, isn't it? They do amazing things. Yeah. It's just with boxing, I've done amazing things with you. We've done amazing things with other people. Other things, obviously different walks of life. Tattoo artists couldn't probably draw a lot better than this.
Do you know what he said? Do you know what he said, Paul? It's obviously the first time I met Paul, who done the tattoo, right? So he goes down there. And I said, do you know ever tattooed anyone on the ass before? And he goes, well, no, I've got a rule. And the rule is nothing below the belt, as regards, nothing below the belt. And I went, oh, right, so you're breaking our rule today? He said, yeah, I'm breaking our rule just for today. He said, I won't be fucking doing it again, He's shaving my ass and everything. Proper had to fucking do all that nonsense and then tattooed away. It took 20 minutes, it was alright. But the response on a Sunday was fucking mental. My phone did not stop, it was fucking crazy. Like Ollie McBurney seen it, he shared it, and it was going quite big all over the place.
And we ended up on Wales Online then.
And then
I seen it on Facebook, and then like half hour later they come up on Wales Online. I think it's absolutely amazing.
So when it started off with it, it was just a joke between two boys, and then it starts getting bigger, and obviously the Twitter thing kicked off over the season, and more people.
I've never been on Twitter. See, this is.
But the thing is, we talked about it on a podcast as well. See, so more and more people found out about it, and then every goal he scored, I was getting shit, and then he goes and beats it. So, I thought it would do well, but then to get to that level, then where it was just fucking carnage on Sunday, my phone did not stop, and then when the guy from Wales Online messaged me. I was like, look, do you mind if we use a video and write a story about it? I was like, look, you can do whatever you want, but just make sure that you put stuff up about the charity. I said, don't fuck about anything else. Yeah. But to be fair, when you read the Wales Online, you can click on a link, it takes you to the podcast.
That's class.
Well, I've been involved with that with the cement run, and it's very similar. I've had the evening post for me for seconds.
Really?
And you've got to give an interview on the spot. and I've done it or whatever, and you just try to chuck in the good points. You know, we have free cement off these, we have help off these, we have help off them, and the charity is this, and every penny will go to there. And as long as you keep it truthful and short and sweet, they put it all in. Especially like the sponsors, give them the names and whatever, and like the charity you're going to give it to, and everybody's a winner, isn't it? Yeah. Everyone's a winner. But it does, like the Wales Online, it does them a world of good because people are reading everything about them. And like the Evening Post, when the cement run would come around, it was
the one thing that blew my mind, you've probably seen it, Pat, right? I don't know if you would have seen this, Rob, right? I got sent a photo, right, of like a Google News feed or some shit like that, right? So like, I don't even know what a Google News feed is, by the way, just fucking whatever, but it was like Google News feed.
Oh, right,
so it's like the top 8 stories of the day, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you see it, right?
I
It was
did see
Ricky
it, but-
Gervais, J-Lo, Chris Brown, and me.
Brilliant.
In like this 8,
Yeah.
like man gets Ollie McBurney tattoo on his bum, and
Yeah,
it's
man
me
gets
like,
no,
fuck's sake.
man
It's
gets
Ricky
all the
Gervais.
burning tattoo on his bum.
fucking
and
J-Lo.
raises 3,200 or whatever. That, you know, that there's good behind it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's amazing, you know, the story.
It was
but
like-
the everybody loves an happy ending, doesn't he?
Totally.
After that, and it's a great happy ending.
But it, like I said, I when I seen Westie's face, when I talked to Westie about it and Denty, and they were like, fucking hell. Then I realised like the magnitude of what was happening. Like, to me, I was just like, that's a
I
fucking
wonder
tattoo
how
on
many
my
other
arse,
people
like,
now
you
we're going to have the ass.
Well, but there's already-
tried to jump on his bandwagon.
There's already been things before, just after Ollie had scored, there was someone else that said something and I got tagged in it.
But you've been involved.
Like, I don't give a fuck about that.
But you've been involved in this the whole season. Because you said after, was it the Derby game or
It
the
was
Yale
the
game?
Leeds game.
The Leeds game,
yeah.
and you said there's no way.
But the thing was, obviously, the original tattoo was 2 years ago.
Yeah,
You know, and
yeah.
like I said, people were
No, but because it's such a big thing
this
now,
was very
and
big,
it's amazing, you know,
it's crazy. Yeah.
it's amazing to shove your ass out.
Yeah. We're running out of space here, so
Yeah.
Well, that's what people were saying to me. Oh, so what are you going to do next? I'm like, no, I'm done now. I've oversaturated the anus.
But
You know what I mean?
but the only problem is, as I found out with the charity work, is that you've been involved, you've helped me with the boxing, and we've released loads of money with the boxing and the boxing. You've done it now as in a gimmick, with the tattoos. Did something else will come up? You've got the bug now, boy. Something else will come up, and because the podcast is taking off and it's doing amazing. Obviously, you've got Richard Rocky Reynolds this evening. But no, because the podcast is taking off and it's brilliant, and the things you've done already, you're going to get thrown into things. People will want to speak to you. Business will want to talk to you and want to get you involved. The what's the brewery? Boss Brewery. What was it in Lando? Boss Brewery in Lando. If you says it twice on podcast, you can have a free dinner. Boss Brewery in Lando.
What's that? Look what I just pulled out.
Boss Brewery.
You know what I mean?
The thing was, before coming over tonight, I should have got the beers in, to be honest, because we ran out after the Westie podcast. Obviously, we didn't get any in a row. I should have got some beers in for tonight, to be fair. Rocky turned up with his generic American beers. We're not even going to name them.
They are fucking ice cold.
Yeah,
They are ice cold.
Ice cold.
I have invited you into my premises. You've been on times before, and we have a good time. So I was a little nervous, actually. I was a little nervous.
You couldn't have told, Rock, since you rang me and Paddy beforehand.
I wasn't nervous.
Yeah, but don't forget.
Then after I studied my life now,
we haven't even started yet.
but I googled my life now, and I read it for the last 3 days, and
Don't forget,
I remember things.
What people don't realise, I think, is all it is 3 mates
And the chat.
and a chat. Sometimes we might not know the boy coming in, like last week we had met, though,
And to be
and
honest,
you know what?
I really enjoyed it.
I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
But whereas, we always discuss it like, if we don't know someone then, we don't know how it's going to go. But when we got someone like you, we know it's going to be easy. Does that make sense? Because it's not even hard work. Like sometimes you have stuff written.
I hate the fact, and I say it again, right, the boy is mega talented, and he's quiet, and please, anybody listening to this that are willing to sponsor any athlete,
James Lilly,
Put your money in your hand in your pocket and give it to boys that are mega talented that could go on and win something.
with who sponsorship.
Don't give it to white collar fighters or boys that are just on a little scrap and give it to someone that is going to be improve and is worthwhile.
Yeah.
You know, because a little bit of sponsorship could. I know when I was fighting years and years ago, a little bit of sponsorship can go a long, long way.
How did it work then? Was it such a big sponsorship? Because there was no social media then.
If you remember years and years ago, it was all I sponsored him. And they say I put a name in the bottom of my boot.
Yeah.
But I didn't get dropped until I met Tony Collins.
I remember Floyd Harvard being sponsored by Nathaniel Cars and having a bright green,
still around, aren't they?
Vauxhall Calibra.
Really, yeah.
Yes,
The
sponsored
Calibra, there was the sports one.
lovely,
Yeah.
lovely little vehicle, like, you know what I mean? That's right, and I remember it to this day. Like.
I remember sparring with Floyd, very early doors.
Would it have been a bit too big? Well, no, now.
I was only a welterweight, like middleweight.
Did he fight for the world?
Yeah, he boxed George O'Neill.
That's right, yeah.
So
I remember watching that.
Floyd super featherweight.
Yeah. He'd be good to have on, mate.
Yeah,
No,
Floyd,
great,
very good. He boxed, he beat Pat Caldell.
That's right, yeah. That was before he was recording.
Which was an amazing win, because
Yeah.
Pat Caldell,
Great
there's people, that youngsters that look
Wouldn't
at
know
this,
their names,
you've
yeah.
got to Google these people,
Yeah.
because they're mint. They really are mint. It's like Peter Harris, Paul Hodgkinson. They don't know who Peter Harris and
Yeah.
Paul Hodgkinson. They're gorgeous. You know, they're real hard. And nowadays, they'd be world champions.
Well, no, it's not that, right? I remember watching Ricky Owen and Damien Owen on Friday Night Fight Night on Sky before.
Yeah.
Not before Eddie, before Barry, before Eddie Earn come in, right?
Yeah,
Everyone
the old
slags
match, yeah.
Eddie Earn, right? You've got to understand, right? Boxing was on a Friday night in York Hall with no one watching it. And now it's a Wembley Stadium. Everyone's paying 20 quid for the fucking to watch it,
Pay-per-views.
and people are paying 100 quid for the ticket to go to Cardiff Millennium Stadium.
But where he got the idea off, Frank Warren
Yeah, go
was
on.
doing that 15 years prior,
Of course, yeah.
but he had his own 6 boys.
Yeah.
He had his
spot on.
own 6 boys, putting a show on in London,
Yeah.
or put a show on in Cardiff. He'd have a show on in Cardiff, and he'd have all Frank Warren's boys.
Yeah.
But, and this is what I used to hate, if they put a show on, they'd be fighting another.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah,
another?
that's
They're
the
always
thing,
going to
yeah.
win.
Right, so these boys are training for 6 weeks or 8 weeks, right? These training camps, which
Yeah.
is a load of bollocks, right? Because if you keep yourself fit and you have around enough times and spars or whatever, keeps yourself pretty handy, you can step up after 2 or 3 weeks. Which that boy against Josh, which is
Ruiz, yeah.
You know,
But the difference is here, though, what a lot of people are not realising, he had a fight, he had a camp, fought a guy who's 6'9", built like granite, exactly like Joshua.
Yeah.
Then Miller got done for
he gets
doping,
straight in.
and he comes straight in.
Yeah.
So although people are saying he took the fight to 5 weeks notice, he actually had a 15-week camp.
Yeah.
And in
Which is
the
amazing.
middle of that 15-week camp, he fought the guy.
When he
the same
fought the
size
guy,
as Joshua.
and he had a rest for a proper week, it probably
Yeah.
done him
Well,
a million times
Yeah.
better, right? But what a lot of you're on with that quick little point now, right? What they don't realise, he had the 110 amateur fights and he won 105 on.
Spot on.
He won 2 gold medals.
I know, mate.
This fella was
He's
a
trained with
proper-
Freddie
Listen
Roach.
now, this
He's
fella
trained with
is a
Abel
proper
Sanchez.
boxer, right? And I read something he said, as I went down, he said, it's the first time I've ever gone down.
Yeah.
He said, and as I went down, I looked at him, he said, I'm going to get up now and I drop him.
Yeah.
And that sticks in my mind, and it gives me goose pimples.
Of course,
Because
yeah.
the thought that he's smashed, he's not conscious, he's not hurt that bad or whatever, he just goes with a good shot.
What usually happens with Joshua then is
He
the
goes
fight
in
that
and kills him.
the fight that just cowers down.
Yeah.
But this fucker's chucking fucking left hooks at him.
No. What you don't understand is Joshua's gone in guns blazing, but this fella is keeping his composure. He hasn't gone throwing bombs. Joshua comes in, chucks a right hand, he covers it, he takes her on the right arm, the right arm,
yeah.
and he chucks a left up over the top,
Catches
which
the top,
catches him
yeah.
top of the behind the ear.
Yeah.
And my honest opinion of Joshua is he's finished.
Do you think
I
so?
think Joshua's finished because he had this thing you know, they had it years ago, like with people when they've grown up, that until they get set, they can't be beaten and all that and everything. And I just think now that whereas Joshua look like, and I really see Marley Bennett on Facebook, and he loves Joshua.
Does
and
he?
He argues there with Tyson Fury and Wilder. But I thought I wanted Joshua to be the real deal.
Yeah.
Because when I was growing up, Mike Tyson was the real deal. And I looked at, and because I was a professional boxer, I thought the hardest man on the planet should be the world heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
And he was the Tony Tubbs, the Razor Ruddocks, the Trevor Burbicks, the Larry Holmes was a great champion, you know, but like Mike Tyson, he looked amazing and he cleaned everybody out, and that's what the world heavyweight champion should be in. And MMA and UFC come in, and that started coming in, but they were getting the top one against the top two. But then after Tyson finished, then you've got 3 titles. Then you've got a WBO title. Then you've got another title, and everybody's hiding from each other because they all want to make money.
Yeah.
And then UFC took over. Because which it did.
They saw what boxing was doing wrong.
Yeah.
They just did the opposite.
Yeah.
So they made, because they got the monopoly. So we talked about this on the podcast. Because they got the monopoly. If you're number 1 and I'm number 2, then we've got to fight.
I watched the thing this week, and it's an amazing thing. Another fella's in charge of UFC.
Dana White.
Yeah, right. You're there, right? And
all the documentaries.
Yeah,
yeah.
No, it was on Facebook, and it was on for about 8 minutes, 10 minutes, and he went to Pride.
Oh yeah,
we talked about it last week.
And like, he couldn't get one of his fighters to go to Pride because he thought that UFC wasn't good enough. And then he Chuck Waddell, and he went over there, and Chuck Waddell got weighed in.
Yeah.
You know, but that was the start.
Yeah.
And then they said that the Chinese mafia was behind it or whatever, and they started pulling money out of it, and then the UFC started getting bigger, and then they come over here.
That is probably the best one of them all. The Fertitta's one is good,
class,
but the Pride one, because like I've been in one of my mates' houses that's a good MMA fighter, and he showed me things whatever, and I've taken different things in because. If you realise how good it is and you know something about it, you learn about it. Yeah. And if you don't learn about it, you just smart, don't you? If you don't learn about it, you don't watch it. And obviously, and you spoke with it many times when we were training together. And like, but this to get to see where it started, they were making loads of money, and then they went to Pride. It's just like...
Don't forget, Pride are fighting in these 80,000 stadiums.
Yeah, but they fell in it in China, Japan or whatever.
Yeah.
They made it a show, see, because they're so used to the pro wrestling culture in Japan. Everything was a show. So that's why the fighters would come out with the stage, the black.
That's why the production was so good.
The production was so good. Like at the time, the UFC fighters were just walking out the cage, no music, shit like that. But what Pride did was they knew how to market it. They'd have their fireworks. Like fighters would come out like with all the fucking flamboyant dress on. It was more like pro wrestling. But when they got in there, then they were actually fighting. Like, do you know what I mean? It was genuine fighting, not fake.
My worry with the Joshua thing, right, is do not see another David Price.
You said about
you know what I mean? It's like my worry is they're going to stick him in now with. I could see a mirror image of what happened with Thompson.
If you give me 10 grand now and you said you can bet it one way or the other, I would put it on Ruiz.
I mean, he won't be Ruiz unless he has got something talented about him. Unless he has got something more that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
He looks as Ruiz.
Whatever he's shown up until now, right? Which. I like the picture boy, and I thought he was great, and he says the right things, he smiles, he looks like a world heavyweight champion. Yeah, manufactured. Very Frank Bruno-ish.
Yeah.
But I thought that he had more than Frank Bruno. But knowing now, he got a lot less than Frank Bruno. Frank Bruno was some hard man.
Yeah.
You know, he stood there. If you remember Frank Bruno getting filled in, he took 8-9 punches, and then he'd go over.
Tyson couldn't put him down, could he? He was against the ropes, don't get me wrong, but...
Yeah, but before Tyson, Jim Bone Crusher Smith.
Jumbo
Cummins.
Jumbo
Cummins was the first one.
Yeah.
So, my old man, I think Ray Price boxed on the same bill. And my old man said he went up there to watch him. And he said that, it's a famous story. He said he dropped the program. He said that Ray Price had already been knocked out. But like Ray Price, I think he watched one of the Mackenzies, something at the top fight, then he gone up there or whatever. And then he said he watched the Jumbo Cummins fucking
Yeah.
thing, and he said, who was it now? Harry Gibb, the referee.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he said that Bruno was down, and he picked him up, and he walked him back. He held him with the shorts, and he walked him back the corner.
Because they didn't want him to lose.
But that's how.
Well, Joshua had loads of chances, mate.
Yeah.
You know.
That's how corrupt boxing is. But it is corrupt.
Yeah, well, did you
Still
see...
corrupt.
Right, did you see Fury the weekend?
Yeah.
Right. He looked great, but that guy is not...
Mate, he's the 7th best heavyweight in Germany.
Yeah.
Like Christian Hammer is the first best
and
heavyweight.
Fury
beat him years ago, like, you know.
Yeah.
7th best heavyweight in Germany.
I love to come into living in
Yeah,
America.
amazing.
I love all that.
Brilliant.
It's amazing.
There's no one better than him.
Listen to me now, right? When I first turned professional, you had like your Chris Eubank, every interview bank. I still hate him to this day, right? You had Nigel Page, who I love, right?
Love.
You know, the 6 rounds of terror. If we go fight more than 6 or 7 rounds, he'll go beat them, right? But he give exhibition stuff. He give his heart and soul. He throwing from haymakers from everywhere, right? And if you go 6 rounds with Nigel Page, he'll deserve to beat them, right? Because he's that damn good, right?
Iron Bartley, Jerry McClellan, Eubank, the wars he had.
Prince Nassim, who everybody hated, but who had this little thing about him that fuck, maybe he is that fucking good, right? But with Eubank, everybody hated Eubank, right? And everyone wanted to see him lose. And when I first turned pro, I was like thinking to myself, fucking no, I had to go have a gimmick. I want a gimmick, right? And Alan Davis and Pagey called me Rocky. He said, see, you've me so many times. He said, you've got a chin like a rock. So that Rocky...
Was he Rocky before?
Never ever, Richard Reynolds.
Fucking hell.
And then Rocky came out on that. He said, he said, you've got a chin like a rock. He said, I can't. So then that called the Rocky. And that is just...
Did he love that?
Yeah, obviously. Because
right, yeah.
I did...
Because a lot of people don't even know he was Richard.
I didn't even... tell him at my first fight, no, like the background behind watching Marky and this and that and everything, and they didn't know I'm right down the southpaw.
Yeah,
you know, it's just loads of different things that.
So just
it's the line of the stars, isn't it?
You didn't tell him he was catching chickens behind the mountain.
No, it was pigeons because we're getting pigeons.
No one about Chris Eubank. Chris Eubank he talked about back to Frank Warren, innit? I'm not sure I must have told you.
I know the story. I know the story.
It was Chris Eubank, we were saying about Frank Warren putting his own fighters on these big shows. So Chris Eubank signed up for £1 million to Sky World Tour, like, and he fought in Cardiff. He fought a guy called Peter Law. Huh?
No, he won that.
Lorimer was there, something like that.
I remember the word.
An Irish guy.
I can't remember who he was.
So we get ringside seats because on his call, I've got 2 fighters on the fucking bill. So we fucking ringside. We there with all the celebrities.
Can I just say, but for Mr. Colin Breen, on his call, he is Mr. Boxing. If it weren't for him in Swansea, there wouldn't be boxing.
Totally.
You don't see much and hear much about him, right? But the accolades, if you get boys that have been under him, the accolades that he can give are just fucking. I feel.
You're trying to get him on, yeah.
I got goosey talking to him, right? Because the man is like, he's ageless. He knows London, he knows Peterborough, he knows Southend.
South Africa.
He knows everybody, he knows all around the world. I boxed in Denmark, right? He knows every promoter, he knows everybody. And the man is not recognised. He should be, obviously he knows it. If anybody knows on his call on his boys, they know that he's legendary.
Yeah.
But people that don't know him should know him.
Totally agree.
Because the man is legendary. And he was very instrumental on my career because, like, when I went with him, man, he's seen a bit of I think when I went with him, I had 1-3 and lost 3.
Yeah.
So he must have thought, and after the first night in the gym, I filled 3 fellas in, and I went outside with the other one. You know, so he thought, he got a bit of thing about him, and he can fight a bit. So the man is amazing. And like, I think my career blossomed under him when I actually took it serious.
Yeah.
But I'd just like to say, if nobody knows Colin Dream, we should know him.
Yeah.
Because he is Mr. Boxing.
For us, he's
just a legend.
He talks about Ryan every week, right? Talks about Colin every week. Because I'm saying to his boys, like, and I'm like, how the fuck? My worry is Colin Green doesn't even know what a podcast is, right? So how are we going to get, if I had my way, I'd start calling from St. Joseph School to present day, the stuff he'd done, right, is
Oh, it
fucking
would-
important.
it would have-
And I'm not even just on about boxing.
People when I've been
It'd be like War and Peace, wouldn't it?
It would,
when,
yeah,
when
yeah.
I've been on shows and he's in talking to dodgy characters,
Yeah.
Frank Warren, Jarvis Astaire, Mickey Duff, and Colin,
Darky Smith.
you know, and Colin is just talking as if they're in the Bremelin.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like, and I remember calling it Bremelin. But like these people are like millionaires, multi-millionaires. And I would say Colin's a millionaire, as in his knowledge and his stature.
Yeah.
Because the man he couldn't be beaten.
When he had the Bryn was the best.
Oh, it's crazy. When he'd let me go to bed and just leave a bucket on the fucking side, just put money in it.
He'd hand me the keys, and he'd go, right, do us a favour, make sure all these fuck off, and they pay for the drinks, and then he fuck off.
Everybody pays for the drinks.
Everyone did. Everyone put a little bit more in.
Because it's just an honest call. He's the governor.
He had Nicky Piper in the Dilwyn through early.
I boxed on the same show.
Would he really?
Yeah.
And he said, right, to get away with nothing, he said, stick Aaron, security t-shirt, I'm 13, right? He said, don't worry, you're fat enough, you'll get away with it, he said, right? So I'm 13, security, everything kicks off, I'm fucked. I've only just finished watching Thundercats. What am I going to do, like, you know what I mean? Fuck, I love it. Who were on it? Nicky Piper's on it. The guy comes up, he used to be a boxing MC, but he'd turn up, he'd do the fucking lot. You'd never see me doing this. He'd set the ring up and all that, and I was in the car.
He's still doing it.
Still with glasses, I can't remember his name.
Ginger,
that's it.
Jackie Charlton.
He'd set the ring up and then he'd ring and I'm saying in the night. And he was in the car park and he walked out, he was fucking tamping. He said, whoever he was talking to, he said, Colin Breen, I fucking lied to you. He said he was in a stadium. He said, this is smaller than Barry Hearn's living room. Right, and then the U-Bank one was fucking brilliant. Colin had fighters on the U-Bank bill in Cardiff. So we were ringside. I'm right next to the ring. U-Bank, me, Les Johnson, Jamie Green. U-Bank is walking out to Simply the Best. I'd just like to say I'm a butler first, businessman second. Like U-Bank stepped into the ring. Comes back, Les Johnson said all the way on the drive up, I fucking hate U-Bank, hates it. Fucking hates U-Bank, hates U-Bank. We ride at the front, right? U-Bank gets to the front. We as far as me and you away. U-Bank looks at Les right in the eye. Les goes like that. You're a fucking cunt. Right? No. Honestly, right? U-Bank looks at him, ignores him. I'd just like to say, I'm not happy. I'll have a word with Minna about it. Goes in. Takes the guy, takes him round, finishes him in the 6th round out. So after the fight, Colin went, right, all access, right opposite Cardiff Arena, there's Jury's Hotel in it. So right opposite there is the after party. So as we were walking over there, me, Les, Jamie Green, who's walking out with Ronnie Davis, his trainer, Monaco, Jodhpur, King, U-Bank. As we were walking in, he's walking across the scene. Les Johnson strolls up to him, didn't give a fuck. Walks up, again, as close as we are, grabs his hand. I went, Chris, how brilliant. I'm like, mate, you went in there, Les is having volleyball swimming and everything.
Blowing smoke up his arse.
Absolutely.
Les the absolute king of that.
Oh, yeah.
Going back onto that, the show with Dylan Dwelling.
Yeah.
Is my penultimate fight, my last one fight. I think it was either the last one or last two. We weighed in and the monsters, the
Three feathers upstairs.
There
was a boxing gym.
Yeah.
Nicky Piper was weighed in it.
But I am trained. Like I looked up the date so I can remember. I did 4 years off or whatever. And I said I'd gone up to the gym once or twice, and then he said, "Oh, come on, you sell loads of tickets, Rock, and entertainment and all that." Right? He said, "I'll put on a show." So I one had pulled out, two had pulled out. I'd done a bit of sparring, so I was half ready or whatever. And I remember being in the changing room, and they said I'm fighting what was his name, Carl Mumford. And I looked at his record like that, and because he looked things up, not that it bothered me or whatever, but he'd won the Welsh heavyweight championship like 2 years prior.
Right, yeah.
So I'm like 12 stone. And so I think myself to 12 and 14. Obviously I sparred with heavyweights, and it does right against them.
But not actually
I thought myself, Carl, I sold a lot of tickets, but I know you're supposed to give me something that I can fill in. But you know, I've gone out and this fella's like just like he's a Sasquatch, you know. He's just a big unit. But because 2 or 3 people pulled out against me, he had to get somebody on, and he was local. Yeah, I think he's up in Merthyr or something like that. And he just walked on. I met him once or twice. He just grabbed hold of me. Fucking, it was like I'm dancing. I couldn't move. I'm 12 stone. I think I weighed in at 12 stone 6, and he weighed in at 13 stone 6.
Really?
So he just carried me round the ring, and I gave it to him, and I did done my sweet in.
No, what
I remember in the change room after we again changed whatever. Robin Reed's first pro fight.
Right.
Was on the show.
No way.
Really?
Right. So you've got to imagine now. I think it was 9 and 7, so 9 and 6. So not 9. So 9 and 5. So I'd won 9, lost 4, lost 5. So it's not a bad little record.
Yeah, it's winning record.
So he's like 11 stone. He's chiseled like a stone. He look, and like I said, you go all the shows you go in, you look at people and think, I hope he's a fucking super heavyweight. I hope he's because you'd want to be matched up against him. So I looked at him and I thought, fucking hell, my God, I'm like, he's chiseled like a stone. He's got to be 12 stone 6. He's 11 stone. Right? The man is chiseled like a stone. Yeah. And you know, he got the V in his back, the arms, he got abs on abs. But
this is when abs are really a thing.
He was the picture boy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So I goes on, but he's quiet as hell. He's very timid. So I goes on, and I says, oi boy. So he looks up now. Obviously he's in Swansea, you know. He's out this. That's his first pro fight. He's out this comfort zone. I gone. No, in years to come when you're good enough, they're going to pay me to those two. What do you mean? He got at me. What do you mean? What do you mean? And he just sat down. He went, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And I said, no, because he was just so raw at the time, you know, and he's just come into the thing. And he went to me. He just said, what do you mean? What do you mean? And I said, listen, boy. I said, I haven't got a bad record. I said, they're going to build you up. And I said, they're going to give me a lot of money to lose to. And he just went all quiet. And he went out there, I think he stopped somebody in 1 or 2 rounds, whatever. You know, you could see he's built like a pro.
Yeah.
And I think when I going back as all the years I boxed and that, but a lot of the good amateurs, they trained as pros. So when they went in as pros, then you know they done well.
Just glided in.
Yeah, they done well. They done really well. And like he was a pro as a kid.
Yeah.
And he just.
He had a great career, man. Great fight with Kazagi.
I think I honestly think that he come the closest to beating Kazagi.
By much.
He come the closest.
But if you're not taking Bernard Hopkins, because Bernard Hopkins was a split decision.
No, but listen, Bernard Hopkins was just messy. You know, and he said he's never moved to white point.
I know. Imagine I was the other way around.
And like Bernard Hopkins, he was a universal name. Yeah. So for Joe to go over that side of the pond and to do what he done, and don't forget, he only went over there to pull him and say, "You're not going to beat me."
Yeah.
And he pulled him in.
What happened? It was the.
And he wasn't over the fight there.
No, it was the Acme where the press conference.
Yeah, he wasn't over there. You know.
No, he was over there just as a jolly and then all of a sudden, then they start having words. All of a sudden, then the super fight comes on, which
Joe went over to have it. Joe went over to pull him. Joe went there to pull him to get him to bite.
Right, and he worked.
And he bit. And my God Almighty, what a cracking.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Because the Hopkins thing, if you ever get the chance to listen to that, I don't even sure where it is now. There's a podcast about when Hopkins fought Felix Trinidad.
Yeah.
It was the first fight after 9/11.
Right.
And I think it was in Madison Square Garden. And it's fucking goosebumps though, because everyone thought Felix Trinidad was going to kill him. They went out there for the press conference in, was Trinidad, Cuba, is it?
No, Puerto Rico.
Cuba. Huh?
Is he Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico.
And fucking I think it's Puerto Rico.
I think fucking Hopkins burnt like a Puerto Rican flag, which out there is major.
He done all that stuff like that.
He's running out the hotel, flying exits and everything, you know.
I'm going to have to Google that, because do you know what, there'll be some kind of like Bushfield.
I actually, I went to Madison Square Garden years ago. I boxed in York Hall.
Really?
Yeah, I think about 5th or 6th pro fight.
What's that feel like?
That's Puerto Rico.
Could you feel yesterday and when?
Yeah, but I didn't appreciate it at the time.
Of course you would. Yeah. Who just thinks it's another fight?
Yeah, and then it just like people are over the sides and screaming at you.
Yeah.
And you didn't realise, And then I went over to the Madison Square Garden to watch the Holyfield Lewis, the draw.
No.
Yeah. I went over with Ray Tilley,
Nice.
Wayne Harris,
Yeah.
all the boys.
Fucking hell.
What was all the money then?
Fucking hell, what was it? The bodyguard.
Frankie McCoy.
He was like Brendan Lyons, wasn't he?
Frankie McCoy, John Griff, Nano. There was about 20
Proper mob, that isn't it?
That is a
right
mob,
mob
yeah.
handed.
Yeah.
And it was a cracking trip. A really good trip.
That's the gross, that's the GDP of the whole of Swansea.
Yeah. I thought
it's like the Briggs back robbery.
Yeah. I thought I'm honoured to be, they're all like legends and money
There's
men.
somebody wrong.
I was a youngster at the time, and then they said, yeah, they invited me on the trip and all that. Might have cost $3,000 or something like that, whatever. But we was all sitting like, and I never forget. We was sitting around, and it's all there now, and it maybe 200 or 300 quid, dollars. So many miles away, right? So you can only see about this.
But it's still good being here.
It's amazing. And they walking around and saying champagne and strawberries, and it's like $25. And he's saying, yeah, I'll have one. And I'm like a town little boy,
2 weeks earlier, he was fucking strawberry picking down fucking Gower. He had a fucking pallet for fucking $20.
Yeah, I'll have a strawberry and a champagne, and it's like, it doesn't matter, it's like $25, which is just 13, 14 quid. Yeah. But it just got involved in the whole situation. It's amazing. It's amazing. And to tick on one of my last box, I would go to Las Vegas and see a big fight in Las Vegas.
You've been to Vegas, all
I haven't been to Vegas, no. That is my last one. That is.
Really?
That's my last, yeah.
It's got to be happening.
In Vegas, and somebody, I'd rather somebody Welsh or whatever. I'd rather go to see, I should have gone to see Joe.
Agree,
Yeah, because he is the greatest I've ever seen.
Did he fight in Vegas? I know he fought Roy Jones in Madison Square Garden. Where did he fight Hopkins to? I'm not sure. Was it the MGM? It might well have been.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was.
MGM. James Lenny knows that.
I'd like to see somebody that I really want to see. I'd hate to go there and not
care.
And it'd have to be for the right fight.
Yeah.
I'd never fulfill it unless it was for the right fight.
But problem Rocky got, if he's just going there to watch two shitty Americans, he ain't going to make it. Rocky's going to be in Wet Republic surrounded by 3 fucking 18-year-olds. He ain't going to give a fuck.
Rolling back the years.
No, never.
Right, yeah, as you said, it's got to be for a fight who want, like a big Fury Wilder. Imagine the Rock up there.
No, not Fury Wilder.
No?
I think Fury's the best heavyweight in the world, but I'm not a big fan of his because when he beat Klitschko and he sang a song, I looked at him, I thought myself, fuck, he don't look like Mike Tyson.
No,
Mike Tyson, he was destructive, and then as we've already said about the UFC fighters, they look like fighters. They nasty, horrible people. They got cuts and bruises, and he comes in and they look like UFC fighters.
Yeah.
And they are fighters. And then you got Mike Tyson that destroyed the heavyweight planet, and he just walked through it, and he looked like he's the baddest man in the world. And then he did a great job against Klitschko, but. As you said, I was very clever as I could make people miss and I could box and all that. And I like the art of boxing. I love the art of boxing, it's in me. But I still like a fight and the scrap. But obviously, horses for courses. And Tyson's job is that. He just make a miss and whatever. But when he started singing and all that, he just don't look like the heavyweight champ in the world. It's just like, honestly, I'm embarrassed. We'll have a look at the UFC then, and they blood sweat. They're half killing you. They want to kill you, but he just wants to be a showman,
money as well.
which is nothing wrong with that because he's a showman and he's getting paid to do it. But it's not my fundamentals of boxing.
Yeah,
Singing isn't boxing. And like boxing is. And as I said to Ryan years ago, loads and loads of years ago, and I say to people now, said to Ryan Jersey last time I took one of pass. It's not called fighting, it's called boxing. It's called it and knocking it. Which Tyson Fury does great. But I'd rather see a bit more of a rough and tumble than the jab and move and run. Because I think apart from his flashiness and the way he talks and he sings and the cringiness of it, if he didn't have the cringiness of it, it wouldn't work.
of course, yeah.
It wouldn't work, would it? And I know he jumped in against Wilder, but Wilder's not that good. No. Wilder's like an American footballer or a basketball player, but they taught the box. So the heavyweight division is shit. I thought Chisora would do a bit better. That's Dillian White. No, I thought Josh would beat him easy. But he keeps fighting people, he keeps beating people.
Yeah, I agree.
And I put it...
Not looking great, but doing the business.
You've got to put him in with Fury, you've got to put him in with Wilder. And then you can say who's the best heavyweight.
The problem is it's not going to happen.
It's never happened.
They're getting further away from each other.
It'll never happen because Dillian White is getting better and he's fighting people all the time that are game and can have the boy he's fighting next, I watch a fight with him and he can
yeah, mate, it's a good scrap, man. It's not pay-per-view.
I'm on holiday as well.
It's brilliant. Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
He's a game heavyweight. And it's not a gimme. No. It is a... It's
a proper fight.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50.
It's a legit fight.
But you don't get no 50-50 fights anymore.
No.
There's a question for you two now. I don't know how many times you've been asked on this podcast. What's that brewery called?
Boss Brewery.
Best brewery in Swansea. Lando.
Rocky's going to be graffitied on the wall.
Yeah, but don't forget, if it needs any plumbing as well, JMW Heating is also...
And JMW Heating. They are amazing. They're absolutely amazing. So I can get my boiler fixed and free beer. But no, I can asking you two now, who's the best heavyweight on the planet?
Well, I think Fury is. I think if they had to start fighting today, I think you're going to line them up and they're going to have a fucking competition, right? Like the WBSS, you're going to chuck them all in. I think Fury wins all the fights. He may not beat anyone up, right? But I think he'll outpoint Wilder, he'll outpoint Joshua, he'll outpoint Dillian White, he'll outpoint fucking Ruiz. Because he's got that range and he got that movement.
I think.
And he knows how to win.
Yeah.
He knows how to win. He would never got dragged into that fight.
Right, I agree with you, but I don't agree with Till Paddy spoke.
I think everyone could beat all the others. Like, I think Joshua could possibly beat Wilder. But then if he gets caught by Wilder, it could be night-night. Same as for Fury to get up. Don't forget, Fury was...
Sitting on the fence, Pad. Listen, now, we've been a big boy over the years.
Oh,
yeah, I'm going to sit on the fence. You break it. You can't sit on the fence, Pad. Come on, boy, please, come on.
The best out of them all is Fury, innit? I think Fury's the best heavyweight. Who put them? We've said it all the time.
There's potential.
You've got the potential for the biggest fucking sporting event for the next 3 years. So you could have Joshua.
You said Fury, right? Yeah. So.
I don't think Wilder's a boxer.
Let's go on to... No, he's not. He's a basketball player or a American footballer. Let's go on to Ron Crocker and John Phillips and the UFC. My God almighty. How would Tyson Fury do in the UFC?
Oh, you get murdered.
It wouldn't.
So, Mike Tyson would have got murdered. He would have done it right, but the top men would have taken the floor, obviously. This is what I'm saying, the baddest man on the planet used to be the heavyweight champion of the world.
No, it's not. It's the UFC.
So Tyson Fury, I'd rather watch him in Eurovision Song Contest than boxing.
The thing is,
no disrespect.
The difference between MMA and boxing, right? It's like football and basketball. They both play with round balls, but they're two completely different.
Not when we first started playing football.
They're two completely different.
Or when I played football.
What I'm trying to say is that if you put an MMA fighter in the ring, as proved by Mayweather McGregor, you take an MMA fighter, you take Daniel Cormier, the heavyweight champion, right? The best, go down as one of the greatest of all time in mixed martial arts, and you put him in a boxing ring against Tyson Fury, he won't win 1 second of one round, right? And Tyson Fury will stop him more than likely. But you swap the round, and the same thing applies. You put Tyson Fury against Daniel Cormier can beat him up anytime he wants. It's just two different sports.
But that's what I'm saying to you. Surely the art of fighting, you should be able to get involved in a bit of both.
Yeah, but it's a
listen, against the top, yes. But if you put Mike Tyson at the time when UFC was just starting against the best UFC fighter or one of the top 10, he would have probably done all in Tyson.
I disagree. There's all these fuckers with the jiu-jitsu and all that. Look at the very first UFC. I know it was designed for Gracie to win, but Gracie's fighting guys way bigger than him, way stronger than him, and he's tying them up in fucking knots.
Yeah, but can I just say that John Phillips boxed that Marshman fella, and that Marshman's the biggest fucking shithouse I've ever seen in my life.
It's
because simple reason, I
Was he what, eh?
I was there, right? I seen the campaign on Facebook, John trying to get into UFC, or whatever, and Marshman was before him. John went to Scotland, and Marshman pulled out his overweight, right? And John won the competition, right? And then, so much said, right? And they were saying, Marshman will win, John will win, Marshman will win, John will win. And everybody slagged each other off, and everybody said, fucking all that, right? And that Marshman, he's a tough boy, right? He's an army boy or this and that, whatever. But he said that, alright, then I was scrapped. But the boy, you're talking about now, like, we've gone from boxing to UFC and how good UFC is. The boy fucking shit himself and the boy run. He actually run. Listen now.
But he ran and
he didn't win. He didn't win.
Obviously, you've got to play the devil's advocate.
There's no way that fucking Marshman beat John Phillips that night. And listen now, as an experienced boxer and all my life, I was very disappointed in John because he shouldn't have let him get up. John should have gone in to kill him and smashed him, right? But I just think, I honestly think that John got a bit overawed with the old UFC bit, right? And I think he's better than he's being showed, right? And I think he had so much in London and so much in America, and he's just gone along with the old UFC. And I just think that if you just stuck to his fundamentals of just trying to kill people and smash them in the face, he'd have won more. And I think Marshman, he just boxed Marshman, he dropped him. He should have gone on the floor and smashed him. He shouldn't have got back up after that. And then after that, then John didn't step on the gas enough. To, he won the fight hands down. I think he won the fans out. He won the fight hands down. But Marshman is a shithouse and a coward for not fighting John Phillips.
I think I don't think Jack Marshman ever really wanted to fight John. I don't think he's fancied it, like you said. He pulled out the Scotland thing. They could have fought in the past and they haven't. He's never really.
Sorry, can I just say that I have trained John Phillips and I have taken him on the pads and maybe Marshman's not such a shithouse for fighting him, right? But he should have to earn the stripes to go in the UFC. You've got to be a tough man and you've got to be willing, as we say about boxers. That don't earn any blood or don't earn the sweat and blood and guts, right? That he should have had a fight. UFC is fights. UFC. This is the point I'm trying to get across to you. Is UFC who has a fight, and you see who's the baddest man.
This is what's happening. Is Rock is like if he loses that fight. I'm just trying to put you in his shoes. I'm going to play.
I understand. I understand everything.
He it's not in his best interest, and you know this because you've taken John on the pads, right? It's not in his best interest to stand toe to toe with John, is it? Because what's going to happen?
John that told him.
Right, there we are. So he has to find a way to win, because if he doesn't win, he doesn't keep his contract.
Yeah, but this UFC, the smoke that blows up everybody's arse is that you're the biggest, you're the strongest, you're the hardest. Number one is the hardest, number two is the hardest, and the number 1 and 2 fight, and the hardest man comes out of it.
But it's still a sport. It's still a fucking sport, isn't it?
I think that is the worst part I've seen of UFC. Is Marshman Phillips, because it's called the ultimate fighting competition.
Yeah, he didn't try to fight.
And he didn't fight.
No.
John Phillips beat him up, dropped him, should have killed him. He let him get up, and then John chased him for 2 rounds. And
I think John was gutted. John thought he had that.
Yeah.
I think John won it down. But I'm just playing devil's advocate about boxing. You watch people run and box and win, and then UFC is amazing. You get
Jack Marshman's not the first one to do it.
Do you know what I'm looking forward to? And I can't fucking wait. I hope it's a while away because I want John to fucking carry on with his fucking MMA career, for at least the next couple of years. But I can't wait for John to go into bare knuckle.
Oh my God!
He's going to be the first. He's going to be the first superstar bare knuckle fighter.
It won't happen.
Don't you think?
No, it won't happen.
Do you think so?
It won't happen. It's just won't happen. It's so it's taken off massively.
Yeah.
Right. Right. You've got UFC, which is a brand, and we've stuck up to it in one way.
Yeah.
And now I'm criticising it slightly another way. As I'm saying, the baddest man on the planet should be the world heavyweight champion. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then with the UFC, you get the hardest number 1 against the hardest number 2. They have a fight, and whoever gets filled in wins. Yeah? But as I said, with the John Phillips and the Marshman thing, it didn't happen because Marshman shit himself on run. which is clever.
But do you think John
like,
would win easy in BKB against everyone you've seen so far?
No, because no one will fight them.
No, right, that's right, yeah.
Where are you going to pick somebody up? Listen now, you were talking now, YouTube, Facebook, I'm on Instagram and Twitter and that, right? There's so much now social media that you can find something on somebody, right? And who in his right mind is going with John? I had the pads on, I had a 6-inch bodyguard on, and I said, and I took him, I went 1, 2 left up the right up the body, and he went bump bump right up the body. I said, John, you've done it, no, not hard enough.
Oh fuck!
And his eyes just goes black. His eyes just went. It's like it just went black. And I just went right 1, 2 right up the body, and he went boom. And I went, oh my god! And it's 6 inches, and I thought, oh, that hurts a bit. So I said, oh, that's a bit better. So I said 1, 2 right up the body, and because I criticised slightly, it's hard anyway.
Yeah.
But because like.
Prove a point,
He proved the point. But I was just trying to draw it out of him and draw more. I was just trying to get more out of him, and I did.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The only thing you drew out of it was 3 weeks in A&E.
Yeah.
With a broken rib.
But this is what I'm saying to you. There's no one. I will tell you now. There's not one BKB fighter that will
We'll jump in with him.
Oh, they will jump in with him, but there's only one thing that happens.
It's great to see Daniel who will having like 3 million fucking views on fucking YouTube. Fucking class, isn't it?
Go on, Daniel trained all his life when he done MMA and whatever and boxing. The biggest reason is autism. And that is amazing.
Class,
right?
Yeah,
and this is why the story comes through, that's the immense thing about it. His autism is everywhere, and everybody talks about it now, which I never knew nothing about it. And he's opened the gate to that.
When he came here on the podcast, it was like,
I've done
it. You want to listen to that one?
Sorry, Dan, I am listening to yours.
It was like, it was so. Sometimes we go away from doing a podcast, and I just driving home, and I'm going, fucking hell, that was like it taught me loads, and it was like it showed a different side to Daniel in a way. He was so honest, and how he's changed his life around, and how he's found his way through. His son's autism has brought a different side of him. It's just fucking amazing to go in and go, fuck, we did something.
It's quite amazing.
There, what I mean?
People like me knew nothing about autism, and I know it now. And then you watch little bits like on EastEnders or Conway Street, other things, whatever. And then you look on Facebook and they say the kids go to him, and Daniel, and he says we're reading and different things, and how hard it is every day, and that is the truth. And he is a shining light for autism, and it's fucking amazing.
I think he's done more for autism than the Smith brothers, who've been trying to push it for years.
Yeah.
Do that make sense?
Yeah,
the Smith brothers, who are the Smith brothers? Calvin Smith, Paul Smith.
Boxer.
Oh yes, right. So I didn't know they was doing it.
Exactly. His sister is autistic, and he has it all over their shorts, but they don't push it.
I know the Smith brothers, but I never knew. So
exactly.
Daniel is a shining light for it, and but I like Daniel anyway, and I watched a couple of his fights forever, and to see that. Boys, we all got hearts, and we all got kids, and we all love them, we all like, and to see what he's going through, whatever. And I read on Facebook the other day, his boy's been.
I love it. Yeah.
Accepted into a school.
Yeah.
But that is for the simple fact that Daniel fought his bollocks
off
and won, and he done so well that his boy have got in.
Right.
That's amazing.
We're going to have to get off boxing.
Sorry.
Because we've done an hour and 45 minutes.
Right.
And we haven't even really...
We haven't talked about Rocky yet.
We haven't actually talked about...
We just talked about Richie Reynolds.
We talked about Richie Reynolds. We haven't talked about The Rock, right? So I was like, we'll do an hour of boxing.
Right,
and then, I know.
Right.
And then we'll do about 2.5 hours on Rocky.
Yeah.
Right. Where was the first door? How come you started working at the door, and where was the first door you worked?
18 years of age. Bonkers.
So when he was still boxing,
I just turned pro. I was drinking in. I was training. John McGlynn was a Alan Davis gym. Sorry, I didn't even name John McGlynn. John McGlynn was he was a tough boy. He was a bit of an header, and I was sparring with him, and fucking he was a tough boy, and he was working on a door in Bonkers. I just turned pro 18, and I was having a drink upstairs. Paul Arnold, town little boy. I was talking to Paul Arnold.
Player?
Yeah. And some fellows picking on Paul, and I just stepped in and smashed the wood at him and dropped him, sparked him, And
They teach you how to generally.
Yeah. So I just waved the boy, said, oh, take him out. And John said, oh, don't need him, no, need him box or that. So he picked him out, carried him, and Paul, they went like that. The boy was a big load up or whatever, and he went, and I said, do you want to work? And I said, yeah, I'll have a job. So they gave me a job then. So I worked there for about 4 or 5 years.
No one knows what Bonkers is.
Where the fuck? Where was Bonkers?
Bonkers is YMCA, where the old Quids in.
Well, the old Quids in was, right,
Yeah.
right.
So I worked there for a couple of years, and then when other things takes over, like other clubs or whatever, he was going quiet, so we get it 1 night, 2 nights, and he was like on 35, 40 pound a night and whatever. So I went on the taxis for a couple of years then.
That's right, yeah.
So I had 3 or 4 years on the taxis, and then I went back on the door then, didn't I? So I went back, I quit in.
So after all that, the first one back was Quids in, because this is mine and Paddy's.
No, the first one back was Hustlers. Hustlers was my first night.
First 24-hour pool bar in Swansea, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't at the time. I had a phone call and Opus was working me in the bar and he said, Richard Rocky said, sorry. He said,
Mr. The Rock.
They fight them every day, yeah. Every day they go in and smash the toilets up and scrapping every single day.
Because Hustlers was Wild West.
I said,
absolute lunacy.
I never heard of it.
Yeah.
He said, will you come down and work with? I said, and you're going to Patrick Swayze and all that.
I was going to say, you were basically the daughter without the mallet.
No, honestly, God. No, I had the mallet then.
Oh, you had the
mallet. I was bad looking then. Hang
on. Right, I'll take anything else. Did he just call himself better looking than Patrick Swayze? Yeah. Right, I'm not having anything. I'll have anything else, he says.
Google Rocky Reynolds, show that photo of me. That one down the
No, that's a great photo. That's a great
Patrick
photo.
fucking Swayze you're on about.
I never take it.
Rocky's outlived Patrick Swayze, by the way.
Listen now, take it in front and said to me, and he said he looks like a Martinez, and I said, no, I look like Swayze. Honestly, God, years and years ago, down the Bond Street Club. No, it's big one up down the Bond.
It's got some of the best one. Was that one of it? Was there?
But listen now,
right bang in the middle.
So he said to me, he said, you come down in the daytime. I said, in a day? I said, well, what if you want to play pool for have a fight in a daytime? But you go into the sun and the life that people's going on, and they're doing drugs all night, and then they're drinking in a day or whatever. People live different lives, opposite lives.
Of course, yeah.
And I was going in there, and there's people from like Merthyr and fucking anywhere.
Yeah.
And they fight them. So I'm standing by the bar, and I go down and boxes one and throws one down the stairs, another one throws another one down the stairs. So he said, yeah, he said, will you work? I said, what they're offering? He said, I give you £50 a day. I said, £50 I said, what time am I going to come in? He said, he will come in at 12 and work till 5. I said, yeah, no problem at all.
12 to 5 in the afternoon?
In the afternoon.
Yeah.
You know, and so I done that for about a week or 2 weeks. And it just cleaned up. After a week or two, there's nothing. And obviously once we're busy, because I was filling every year.
Don't get me wrong, there's no fights, but there's no one yet playing pool.
So then one of the boys asked me to go and work up in Quids. I went and worked up in Quids. But when I was working up in Quids then, I thought myself, there's a little market, yeah, I used to drag people. I said, listen, if you want to drink after time or whatever, come down let's have a drink down here. So I used to drag people down there, and we would drink, that's how it started, that's how it took off then.
So everyone who knows, I'd say round about that either, Rocky on the Doorman Quids in goes down in history. I'd say Rocky, Ali,
Batesy, right down my big mate's right.
So
God rest his soul.
right.
I loved it.
I was going to say, Striker come to my wedding the day, massive fucking family friend.
He's the man.
Absolute fucking, thought very, very highly of in this fucking.
His name's Paul Loads.
Huh?
Name's Paul Loads. Because he's fucking loads and loads of art.
Yeah.
That's why he's Paul Loads. Fucking put loads and loads.
Because the one, obviously, when I was a kid.
Tough guy, Striker, I'm saying that.
I seen him working up the
Just
Grand.
a good guy.
I heard him working up the Grand a couple of years before I started working with him, and I thought he was a big bully.
Right.
For the simple reason, he's about 25 stone and
Easy.
fat.
Yeah.
But he boxed with Jack Kiley years and years ago. So I'm driving past the Grand now, and there's two fellas outside, and he's throwing 1, 2, 3, 4s at him, and he's throwing 2
25
fellas.
stone, like, yeah.
Right? But I'm thinking to myself, now, because he's 25 stone, I don't know the full story, but I didn't know him at the time. And I just think, oh, what a bully, he's a doorman, he just weighed 2 boys in, blah, 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 it's easy to do. Right? but fucking, he's 25 stone.
Yeah.
And his hand speed was amazing. But, you know, obviously, you've got to train hard, you've got to box, and you've got to learn how to do it. But then when I met him, he was just fucking amazing. He was brilliant. Absolutely amazing.
Good guy.
Because that door was scary, right? Because when I was 16 when I was first going to town and go in, and I got bars, I never fucked around like that. Saying that, Rocky's did say to me once when we was mates, he goes, "You lived a charmed life in Martha's."
I knew you father, but he did. He was a pretty much father.
But don't you think there was the days where you had to be hard to be a bouncer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But listen, even though it was hard to be a bouncer, it was at the age 18, 19 when you still thought, fucking hell, can I go to the women's toilet? Can I pull something over there? Can I do something here? Can I do something there? Can I stand on a table? Can I check a glass over there? Or, no, not nastily, but you just had a bit of
menace.
Yeah, menace, and you know, that you wouldn't, you try something.
Well, no, it's not that. I think, right, it's a massive, and you're not doing it to rip Rocky off or rip the plug off. These are the days now. These are the days now where there's 10 deep queue and it's going back 100, no, outside, 10 deep, it's going back 100 yards. And I know as a fire exit out the fucking back door, right? Do you take the risk of the Rock throwing you off the balcony or queuing? Fucking course I going up the top, innit? And then you've just got to pray and you don't get caught because you literally are going to be flying.
What a time, Quinton.
Great.
Well, I got a tune in the net one night, right? And me and one of the boys, we was about 5 boys on us, right? And I took a bit of a fucking pasting up against the wall upstairs by the bandit in the far corner. And as I'm getting a pasting, I'm thinking, this pace is not half going to be as bad as the pasting I get with fucking Rocky and them guys, yeah, right? But some bouncer come in and broke it up, thank fuck, because I was getting battered. And he pulled me out and I looked at him and I didn't recognise him. He was a young boy, like, you know. And he's dragging me out and I can see them steps go out the back.
They was dodgy steps.
I fucked it, right? I got my head first down the steps.
No, once you get to the bottom of the stairs, there was a lean-to, wasn't it?
That's it.
And you had it's like 10 yards to get out of there.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, this is it now. I've had a bit of a tune and my eye was up, I guess I was bleeding. And he's pulled me up, and as he's pulled me to the top of the stairs, if I'm going head first on there, I remember looking over the top of the stairs, and you and Ali and all the boys were in the garden fighting like fuck, right? I mean, like a fucking proper brawl. And the guy went, like, Anthony, you know the gates were right there, weren't he? He goes, "Is you a fucking lucky night, mate?" He said, nice. I fucking mate. You should have seen how quick I went down the steps. Me and Andrew Harvey, we piles out the fucking back of two of us. We only two. I was 18 years of age, skinny as fuck. My eye was up, I guess, fucking bleeding. I ran fucking quick. Let's get out here before they catches us.
Twice I remember. One before it became Quidden when it was Martha's. And I was 16. Don't forget, I was going to nightclubs at 14. This is what worries me to death.
I went to Martha's on a Monday night.
With Jeff Thomas and all that.
And Jeff was a
Jeff Thomas, a legend, wasn't he?
Oh, it was brilliant. But it was like soul and funk and like
that's it.
A lot of dark people from sorry. No,
go on.
No, I don't want to say dark as if I'm being derogatory. Derogatory. Where did that word come from? My God,
we've had a few bottles.
No.
You're like a thesaurus now,
because the dark skin people, they ripped, they were trendy, and I smiled on my fight. I got scratch back with loads on, you know. But it was great because it was a trendy environment, and that's the only time you've seen a lot of dark skinned people in Swansea.
Of course, yeah. With the old Wigan, like the old Wigan casino nights and the Soul when Northern Soul, isn't it?
Tyrone Fredrickson, Paul Richards and Clive Richards.
Yeah, the love
and it was brilliant. And then the boys come down from Port Talbot and stuff like that, and it was trendy. It was the best night.
Martha's was an hell of a nightclub, man. It was way ahead of its fucking time, rock, wasn't it? Like I said, twice I remember. I was going to nightclubs at 14. This is what worries me to death about my daughter. Like fucking, at her age, I was in nightclubs, going DJ with my cousin. Started off in weddings. Then he had like a residency in the Dark Arch. I'm 13, 14 in nightclubs every week doing the lights. Right? My mum would always say, as long as you're not hammered, you can have a couple of bottles of bud. 14, but I think it gets you ready for life, innit?
Yeah,
so in 16, 15, 16, I'm in Martha's every Friday. Goes in there with Jamie Breen, Sid says, Sid stops Jamie Breen. Now I says to Jamie Breen, if you tell Sid who your man is, he went,
a gold
Jamie,
card.
they walks him in like Macho Man Randy Savage.
Jamie's a stubborn bastard.
Oh, Jamie
went out because Jamie had to have his own.
Yeah. So I gets in. Sid, Frank McCord, turns his backs. Jamie runs in like a fucking whippet. We in there, we listening to Carl Cox all night. Never forget that. 16-year-old, the night we finished school, we in there raving to Carl Cox. I'm raving. Jamie Green sitting in the corner, fucking bonus back. He just glad to get in there. And the other time in the same building, but it turned into Quids in, was me and Cobley was left on our own. It was only me and Cobley left. Cobley's fucking hammered. Can't speak. Right? No, can't speak. The Rock turns to me and says, I can't let him in like that. He's fucking mullet. Code red. Rocky gets called upstairs. I looks at Cobley, what we gotta do? And he goes like that. Fuck him. Fuck Swayze. We don't give a fuck about Dalton. Goes up there, I think, as long as we plays it cool, we'll be alright, right? All of a sudden, there's one of them nights where kicks off everywhere, like. We on the balcony standing upstairs. Right? So the balcony spins round like that, and so all I see is fights here, and we are leaning over here looking at all the birds from Mansell, right? The Rock's head comes up by up. There's a fight by there, splits them up, chucks one out the fire exit, gives one to Striker. There's a fight by up. He runs over, splits them up, chucks one to Ali, chucks one over the balcony. You don't give a fuck. All of a sudden he comes out to me and Cobley goes face to face. He goes like that to me. I fucking told you that he won around him. I went like that. It's his twin. You fucking lucky.
You've got to be cheeky. I
looked at Cobley when he ran away. I went, are we going to try it? He went, fuck it, we going in.
There was a time there, we'd go top and on a weekend with Cobbs, right? And Cobbs would like, it's like Cobbs would go out of his way to normal. And it's like you play it with fire.
But he thought it was funny, but I didn't. Yeah. But then after I got to know him,
yeah, exactly.
I knows what he's like, he's dry.
You turn around, Rocky have him by the top, he'd slap him across the face, and then all of a sudden start laughing and bench press him through the ceiling.
That bench press through the ceiling was legendary. Don't forget now, it's 9.
He was being a cheeky little bastard.
Oh, he was winding him up like fuck.
And at the time I was like roided to death, and I was like 19 stone and trucking 200 kilos everywhere. I thought myself, I was picking people up by the balls and by the throat. I put them up on my head and just benching them.
Yeah. But we weren't expecting, because we was upstairs, it was a low ceiling, wasn't it? Cobley went through the false tiles, did he? Yeah. If you remember, the false tiles come down, not like them, not like the CCTV in Japan where they has earthquakes. That's what it was like, wasn't it? Cobley went through the false ceiling.
It was downstairs by the bar in Top Banana, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because you had a suspended ceiling, like for about 10 foot from the bar.
Yeah.
I got like that and I thought myself, because it's such a high ceiling, I grabbed him, he's been a cheeky little twat for some reason, grabbed him by the throat, he thinks he's been funny, but it wasn't funny to me at the time, so I picked him, I go like that, oh listen now boy, I can do it, I can hit you, I can do it. So I go on, bump like that, his head's gone straight through the ceiling, isn't it?
Brilliant.
I pulled him down, I went, oh I'm sorry, and I talked to him a bit more then, I thought I could get arrested for this, I just rammed his head through the ceiling, my God almighty.
They was wild times,
But then once you get to know people, and as you go with the songs, you've got to learn to know, because he got his own personality, and like he means no harm, but sometimes he takes a piss, you know. So you've got to find out when he's taking a piss and when he's not taking a piss. But before I knew him, I just thought, fucking, I'm throwing a strong. Kill you or whatever. But then once I benched him to the ceiling, I thought, my God, I'll get done, I'll get arrested by it. But then he gets to know him, and he realised that he's no harm. He's no harm, he's just funny. He's very, very funny. And he'll push it to the limit.
Oh, he pushes it to the limit. Oh, yeah, absolutely, man.
But I think it was like nuts in them times. Like, it was so wild and so, as you said, he was fucking pumping. Like, because, right, let's go from where he went from. We went from this 12 stone soaking wet boxer.
We'll piss a second.
Yeah, pause it.
Oh, no, we pause it a second. Oh, right, just to set the scene, Rocky just went upstairs, got Paddy's missus foam out of the bath and was wearing it as fucking hair.
Yeah.
So things had gone up a notch.
It didn't look like Leslie Nielsen.
I thought I was better than I was more like Donald Trump.
He's running the ball, running the ball on the
There's bubbles everywhere.
What did you say? What was you saying before we went to the toilet?
We was on about when he went from 12 stone
Oh yeah, because
to raging elk. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Just because that's what it...
Took loads of rice and steroids and...
But that's what it was then. Or what
But like, no, what I hated when I was boxing and up until I retired about 25, 26. I mean, talking about my own there and stuff like that, and that was some great fight.
That was a good fight, that was.
That was a cracking fight, that was over in Denmark.
We got
10 days notice.
We got tapped out.
Well, we won't go on that. I used to eat, I was going in the bars, and I used to eat boys on the door because it was all fucking steroid freaks. And I weighed so many, I used to go out and just try to bump into people, so just for them to say something, so they just bang them out. Every night I went out there, bang them out. Because the bigger they are, the better they fall, and that is the truth. Because they're full of roids, couldn't fight, and they just smash them in the face with doormen or not. And then, because like training wise, whenever I tried to train, when I tried to play football, I tried to do the best I could. When I tried to box, I tried the best I could. But I didn't really try the best I could because I didn't put everything into it. But I give my 150% and at the time, whatever. But when I started doing weights, then I wanted to go heavier and heavier and heavier. And when you're training with boys that are taking roids and they're doing 120, 130 kilos, and they're doing 160, 170, you want to get the same as them, don't you? So I started jabbing and whatever.
But everyone was, though. Everyone on the ball was, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was like, excuse me, pre-UFC, and it was just the times, and the times we went through. And it was steroids.
So, as you said, you were in competition with the boys in the gym, innit?
Yeah.
That's the competition then.
Yeah, but I know I was going to beat them because I'm doing well without roids, so with a bit of roids, and I just pumped it up and then just went up a notch.
Yeah. But you stayed big.
Oh, fuck me. I'm 19 stone 2 now.
You stayed big, like.
19 stone 2. I started training over Balmont 3 weeks ago, and I was 120 kilos. I trained for 2 weeks and I went up to 122. So I thought,
What?
my God, no,
Did you train to lose weight or do you train to like...
No, this is 2 weeks ago.
No, what I'm saying,
I
are you training to lose weight?
Yeah, I want to be 19 stone or more.
Right.
So I would like to get down to 17 stone if it really possible.
Yeah.
But it's still, I look at cakes now, and it's I don't even have to eat them.
Yeah, but, like, surely now, if you just train, and you've had a fucking scare or two, like, you know, but surely if you just train...
Eat tidily,
Huh?
it should come off.
Yeah.
It's not, it's still going on. I trained my balls off for 2 weeks at Bonbons, and I was like...
If you're eating shit,
No, I'm eating good, I'm eating good food.
Yeah.
And I ate a bag for one round, and I thought myself, I done 10 minutes of cross trainer, I warmed up, I done two shadow boxing, 4 in a bag, and then I done 10 minutes of cross trainer, two sets of sit-ups, gone. Next day I thought, I can't box now, I'll do a bit of weights, does a bit of chest. So next day I does a bit of boxing, next day I does a bit of back. The weight got to come off it.
Yeah.
And I ended up putting 2 kilos
Do you think
on.
this is just like, though, it's probably just a side effects of the steroids thing? Because naturally,
It can't be
naturally,
no after 10.
it was
Yeah,
a
10, 15 years, it's 10,
but what I'm
15
saying
years.
is naturally he was a light middleweight, somewhere around that area.
Well, 18 years of age, I was 10 stone 5.
There we go. So then when you pile it all on and you go up to 17, 18 stone, obviously it doesn't go back down.
My biggest weight was 21 stone.
Really?
And I watched Mike Tyson, and what do you have, a 21 inch neck, and I had 21 and a half inch neck. And I just thought myself, we made it, we all got different goals and different things we aspire to in our lives, and it's a silly thing to do, because it don't do heart any good, it don't do head any good, and it don't do body any good, but I just want to grow and be that big, but it was just...
But that was at that time
It
what
was
it was about. Man. That's what it was
Not
about.
just you, but everyone
Everybody.
was about.
Yeah.
Everyone was about. On the doors that you worked and other doors, who was the boys that you were looked at and went, fuck me, he's, you know, like, because obviously you had Rasputin's at the time, he was on Quids, and you had the Flynns, and you had Michael Harris, didn't you?
Mark and Terry, yeah.
Yeah.
Elite Doorman, brilliant, amazing.
And he was mates with all that.
I grew up with them, didn't I? You had Mike Parkin, who was a gentleman.
Yeah,
a gentleman.
Yeah.
Kelvin Cole.
I don't know.
Kelvin Cole, he was a tough old boy. And you're younger than me, and he's a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember playing against him and kicking him up in the air. Because my old man always said to me at 11 years of age, he said, boy, first tackle, you've got to kick our keeper. And this is why I don't understand why people want their sons to be keepers. Because
my boys couldn't keep it now.
I know, I see you saying about
Yeah.
it. But I just think myself, years ago, you just think to yourself, 50-50, he'll smash the keeper and then he's out the game.
The game of change.
I've seen Jamie Green smash on
Jamie
top.
Green,
was
listen now,
Jamie Green buttons with him the week
Jamie
before.
Green was a great goalkeeper. I always used to
Yeah,
think,
he
like,
was,
when I
yeah,
left
yeah.
Collins, he used to come in and he used to be a cheeky little bastard because he had loads of talent and because he was full of himself. And he came in with a pair of gloves and I said, what are you doing, boy? And he said, I'm a goalkeeper and he's the best hogs, he's the best gloves because, you know, he's mega talented. But he's a goalkeeper. And then 2 or 3 years after then, he's scoring 55, 60 goals a season with his brother, and his brother's scoring 55, 60 goals a season.
The one that always scared me to work with you was Ali.
Oh, he's a beast, he's a beast.
He was an animal when he didn't really remember Ali.
Well, he'd be, I'd never get.
He
this
looked
was
him,
the time.
he looked him up.
He looked-
I just started in Royal Mail, and the boys like Dean Roselli, the McKennell brothers hated me because these were the days where we win at 5, we win at 4, and I'm done by up 7.
Yeah.
So I'd be in the Nosh box, eating a full Monty. They got to work in the Strand. GLT exports,
Exports,
bacon,
yeah.
lettuce and tomato exports, I used to call it, right? BLT exports. I'd be having breakfast, and Ali would be in there every day having fucking, like, I think it was the pre-gym, before the gym, they'd have breakfast in there.
You trained the kicks at that time, right?
Yeah, because me and
Me
him
and
was
you
in
trained
kicks.
there, yeah.
It's probably the fittest I've ever been in my life. But me and him was training every day religiously.
Very, very strangely, I was getting banned from like sports and whatever. I got banned from kicks
For what?
many years ago.
Go on.
The fella that owned the Char,
Yeah.
lovely gentleman, amazing gym.
Nice and big.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like before his time, way before his time.
Agree, yeah.
I remember training with John Griffin Nano.
Yeah, they should train at the same time.
Right, yeah. No, I actually went to the training.
Right.
But there's bison tries them, which I'm like a big fella, but they knew what they was doing, Nano and Griff. And then I like want to pump and do as much as I could. So he does bison tries. And but like I was always loud. I was terrible loud for some reason. You know, I couldn't do it up and down, up and down. So I walked in there one day and I got a letter handed over to me and I said, no, sorry, we done bison tries. And as I was walking out, it just had like a score in it and said, you're not welcome no more.
Fuck me.
So I said, fuck me, what's this about? And she said, Shah said that you're too loud for the gym, you can't come in more. So I said, where the fuck is he at? Well, I don't know. So he said, they called him on and blah, 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 and out he comes. So as he comes out, I said, what do you mean I'm fucking loud? I said, it's a gym, scream and shout, whatever. But it's something to do, his family had an accident or something over in Lebanon, where his boy died or something, and or something, one of his daughters died. And it was the anniversary of that or whatever. So I think he had a right carb on it, he had something in his head. So I said,
that's not really your
No,
fault.
but it was maybe I was loud as well, and that was that day. And I said, fucking, what's all this about? He said, you fucking man. I said, well, fucking put me out the other. He said, well, get out there. I said, no, I'm not fucking get out. So he said, you gotta go. I said, well, fucking, let's go on the corner. So we went round the corner. Outside the gym now, he goes around the corner. So I tries to pick my fucking hands up, but I can't, so I've done bison tries and nothing's happening. I go like that and nothing's happened. So he's come bouncing over and he gone bosh and just kicked me in the face. I go, and I want to cover it and I just hit my arms over. So I just dived on him, took him to the floor and bit his face. And then it went from that then and I just got banned from the gym.
Yeah, that'll do that.
Nobody do
You
it.
bite the owner on the face, anything's going to happen.
But it's amazing gym and I'm very sorry I've done it.
No, it's like you said, ahead of his time. Kicks was
Kicks
so
was
big.
amazing, yeah. Was it ever an occasion where, obviously, because the way it was back then, and you weren't the only fucker, was the bouncers used to give you a slap and then throw you up, you know. Everyone who fucking caused that.
Not always.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Was there
always.
occasions where something fucking stupid happened to the point where you had to laugh and just put the people out instead?
No, what it was is Quid's in his 80.
It was busy, mate.
It held 460 people or 480 people. And working on the front door. I used to work the front door on the first half of the shift. And then the second half of the shift, people's best to go upstairs. So it worked like 8 till 12 or 8 till 11 and then 11 till 12 to upstairs. So whoever's pissed up there, he gets a chance to weigh him in, doesn't he? Yeah, so, or you put him out to whatever you got to do nicely, like. So, but I was like, to get past me, it had to be 18. It was best to just jog on, and I was very strict.
Yeah.
I wanted to be the best in my job. Same as when I was at times when I was boxing and whatever, when I played football, I just tried to do it to the best of my ability. But like, there were so many people. We used to have 1,280 people through the door on a Saturday night.
It was fucking 10 deep.
Right?
Yeah.
So at any forgiven time, I know. Well, it's closed, so it doesn't matter. We had clickers like, 700 people through upstairs. It only used
400 fucking.
Yeah. Right? So I'm 20 of them going to be staff. So I used to say to the boys, listen, when it kicks off, and you remember the stairs were fucking...
They were, yeah.
I knew at the front bar, right?
Yeah.
So I used to say, whenever the fight is, we run, we get everybody out the way. When you get there, you smash everybody in the way, smash every fight in, drag them out and put them out. And because there's like 500 people there, and there's 7 doormen or 6 doormen, right? You've got to put 690 odd people off.
Yeah.
Yeah? So I used to say, as long as we get everybody out the way and look at good and smash them, get the people out. There's 600 odd other competitors now that don't want to start trouble.
Yeah.
Because they've just seen it, them getting tuned in, get it put out the back way. You come back and you laugh and you smile like that. Right, you go back down the front door. Next time I fight, I say, right, get as quick as you can, smash them, take them out. But it's like, it sounds barbarian or whatever, but it's horses for courses. They are making mega money, the quids in. Everybody's enjoying themselves, and they want loads of young punks and young dumb and full of cum. And they want to have a shot. Like, and then it just used to happen and happen and happen. And then different nights, we could have it 6 times, we could have it 8 times, we could have it 10 times. But we just used to do it there and ban them.
Yeah. I suppose we must have to think, like I said, it's not like a normal job, is it? Especially not them.
If you thought, it wouldn't have gone there.
You wouldn't have, no.
Because like,
you having like,
I run past Doorman and they stand in there like, and then you think, fuck, you were thinking about this fucking job now. You just, it's an instinct. Don't fucking think about it. We think, fucking hell, I could hit up a girl over now, she could break an ankle and fucking put a claim against the club. She could lose a bracelet, you could fucking you could go in and punch somebody, you could hit his head and die. It's just so many different things, but and it sounds very blasé, but you didn't need to think about it. Because if you think there's 700 odd people upstairs, and there's 6 who run upstairs, or 5 who run upstairs because there's one to the front door, if 5 who against 700 odd people, you're going to get kicked to death. So if you actually did think about it, you wouldn't do it. Because you've just got to be narrow-minded. I think, right, get there, smash them. But make as much damage as possible, get them out, and then it puts 500 people off. That's it.
Did it ever?
It was a different time.
Yeah, it was a different time. Did it ever come on top through? It must have come on top through a few times.
Oh, many times. Yeah.
What happened with the Samoans? You were
telling me the Samoans, Western Samoa. I googled this. I what's the date? I haven't got the date.
No, I left the.
Was it 1991? Was it or whatever? The Western Samoans beat Wales.
Right, go on.
It didn't come on top of them, right? But they drunk in Quids in every night of the week. Monday.
When he was here for the tournament.
I'm sure it's 1991. Wales played them in Cardiff Arms Park.
Right.
I think they beat us 16-12 or something like that, right? So imagine, Ali's head doorman, I'm head doorman on different shifts or whatever. So there's like Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'd have a day off or whatever, and then Ali'd be in charge. And so when we worked together, we joined up, one's up, one down, or whatever. So whoever's in charge. So you've got Western Small, so they put extra boys underneath. So they come in every night of the week. Monday, round. There's 15, 20 odd one. Because there's a team, innit? And they
every one of them naturally big monster.
So I get introduced to this fella, this quite large looking fella. So he says, I'm like, listen now, fucking boys. You can come in, you can drink as much as you like, as long as you don't fucking chuck beer and don't fuck about, you can drink in here. So yes mate, and they're all fucking lovely, well spoken and all that like that. And fucking, I'm looking at Pat Lamb, and Pat Lamb's about 6'4", I'm buying one. Listen now Pat, I said, you better fucking behave now, I said, you're going fucking out, I let you first. Yes mate, and they're all fucking gentlemen. So, and they're on a novel rev, and there's something kicks off, somebody's having a go at one of them. So he goes over, picks a fella, chokes him up with fucking slings, and says to one of the boys, take him out. So he went, oh, thanks Rock, and those was a big thing or whatever. So he says, can I have a chat with our coach? So they introduced me a fella with a fucking bar, he's like a unit, a nice unit. So they says, hey, this is Rocky Reynolds. And I said, oh, what's his name? He said, Inga Tugamala.
No.
So he said, oh fuck, I said, did you play rugby union or something like that? He went, yeah man, he said, I said, fucking hell, I said, you're a fucking legend rugby league and a legend rugby union. Yeah man. I said, let me tell you something now fucking fella, you might be a fucking legend rugby union, rugby league. I said, you fucking behave in your now, I said, you are fucking one of them off me. And he went again. Hey mate, he said, why not have double vodka? And he bought me double vodka. Oh, I swear to God, right? And they drunk it for 5. It was Monday to Friday, and they played Wales on the Saturday. And I said,
did they beat them?
Yeah, they murdered us. They murdered us, right? They beat us up and murdered us, right?
I watched that in the Coopers.
So I said, do me a favour, boys. I said, get me a ball. I said, get me a ball, and they come in on the Saturday night. I went, I'm the other way. I get some in all upstairs. They give me one of them give me a type in, I still got it, and they signed the ball for me the day they beat us. Unbelievable.
Fucking hell.
Inga Tugamala. Yeah. The man was square. The man, he was like 3 foot, 3 foot. And I went and listened to it. And I was a little bit, and it took me back a little bit because I never surprised me ever, but I always kept up on sports. And I thought, rugby union, rugby league, he's fucking a legend.
Mate, he's huge.
So I said, listen, he might be a fucking legend rugby union, rugby league. I said, I'm fucking Rocky Reynolds, I'm a legend in fucking Queensland and Swansea. He went, I'm a double vodka, man. And I went, oh, fucking great. And I go, an absolute gentleman, and they mullered us. They mullered us.
So what happened with Dallaglio?
We did a wedding, there's a wedding in the Marriott Hotel. All these boxes or Craig's was one of the boys' weddings, big posh wedding. So it was before the Ospreys or the Liberty Stadium had started. So we had a couple of pints, me, Mickey, Robbie, Flitno, and all the boys, all the heavies. All right, so we had a few drinks forever. So the Wasps, is it the Wasps? It was they had a friendly with Ospreys before it opened. So we're all in the bar now, and they say, can you leave the bar now? And you want to go in this reception area before they change the thing round for the wedding and all that. So you got all these fucking dudes walking in with tracksuits, and they're all walking down staring it up. But like me, Mark, Flynn, and fucking Robbie, Mickey, and fucking I'm roided to fucking death. They all walked through the door. I said, fucking. So I screamed out, I'll fight any fucking Englishman in you now. So we looked round on, and none of them said anything. So most of them Samoans and whatever, Nigerians or whatever, but they're all big, huge, monstrous fellas. Because I do believe that there's steroids involved in it then, years ago in rugby. And Lawerence Dallaglio comes in, and I think it was 2 years after he'd been sent home from the British Lions tour.
Right.
For pills or
he was selling pills.
Yes.
Dallaglio got a hell of a story. Like his sister or his brother died on in Newcastle he had a nightclub boat.
Yes.
Well, his sister died on one of them. Like she fucking drowned and all that. And the story's amazing.
It was early doors, like, so he hadn't really proven himself. He hadn't been shown and whatever. I think the man's gorgeous.
He was a mile away from the World Cup winner.
I just thought the man's gorgeous like that. When you get to see him and what he's done, and he's hard man. Same as Martin Johnson, whether you like English or not, which I fucking hate the English.
Totally.
You know, they're hard men, and they proper hard, fucking proper. They love and die for their country.
Yeah, I agree.
So Dallaglio comes in, I says, oh, you fucking English, you just been sent over drugs. No. So I guess my arm around him, and I said, one of the boys take a photo. So I got a photo of him, and somebody handed me a bag, I don't know what was in it, it was white powder in or whatever. So I put that in the hat, and he tried to pull out the photo, so I headlocked him now, and I fucking pulled him down. So that's what I got, is the top of his head, and he had blonde hair at the time, right, because he hadn't got bald. So he had blonde hair, and there was a bag of white powder, and me and him standing like together. That's the one.
Sunday better job.
I saw that, something I saw, I looked on the Instagram post that Paddy put on about you coming on the podcast. There's a few photos of you, different times.
I'm on Instagram.
Yeah.
But
there was loads of nice comments underneath. And Martin Davis had put a comment underneath. Obviously Martin, Big Martin, works at door in Kyoto.
Oh yeah.
Peter Davis's boy from Mayo. And
good boxer, good boxer.
Yeah.
Very heavy-handed.
Should have gone a lot further.
He said, lovely guy Rocky, saved me from a good hiding when I was about 18 outside. Somewhere. Remember that? No.
Never. But Martin, he's heavy on his boy, and he should have gone a lot further. Listen, boys, I know that Swansea is a graveyard of sportsmen. Years and years ago, when I just turned pro when I was 18, and I was with Nigel, we scored a Barons or whatever. If you kids are never in the Barons, you haven't lived.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah.
Barons on Christmas Eve. I sat there with a fucking. I sat there with Studio 54.
But he went from Barons New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, to the Castle Gardens, and then back.
Right, okay, yeah.
That's what it was. Because it was closed and they used to clean it for that when they go back in. But I think Swansea is a graveyard of sportsmen.
Do you think we don't follow our boys as much as we should?
No, we would. It's just like, you're almost sponsorship about, if you get sponsorship, it's just train. It don't have to be a roofer, it don't have to be whatever. Yeah. You don't have to do all that and everything. There's so many great fighters.
Ricky Owen?
Way before Ricky. And Ricky is a now-time great, right? Yeah. But way before Ricky, the likes of Frank McCord, Ray Price, Jeff Pegler, Terry Matthews, Dougie James.
Dougie James, legend.
All these fellas have Colin Bream. Colin Bream's legendary because he ran them all, right? But all these before his big names, there's Frank Warren and there's all these promoters. They knew that if phone call and say, can we have bring a welterweight or a middleweight up to London in a week or whatever, or 3 days or all the shit, and they know that whether they fit or not, they trade or not, we goes and gives, we die sweat, we bleed, we give our blood, sweat and gut sweat, right? And it'd always be a good show.
Did Dougie James, the story not go from literally the pub to Lloyd Hannigan? Or
I don't know. I don't know that. I know Frankie boxed Lloyd, didn't he?
Did he
Frankie
really?
Lloyd.
Yeah. Because I know the story. Roper fought Nigel
Page.
Terrible.
That's terrible.
He did,
Basildon.
Right, go on.
Terry Mars beats Joe Manley.
Okay.
The same night, like welterweight, WBC champion. Roper goes up and fights Nigel Ben. Roper says, after he says to me, Rock, I hit him with a jab. I had him going. He said, he thumbed me in the eye, he hit me about 14 times and I stopped it.
Never.
I said, Kev, and his eye was closed. I said, Kev, I said, oh my God, I said, he hit me about 14 times. I said, how he was still alive, I don't know. Yeah. So he said, I had him going.
Of course, yeah.
So I'm on seconds out, fucking 2 or 3 weeks after, fighting Tony Collins. So he says, I'm sure this, and the commentators have got it wrong. I'm sure this fella boxed Nigel Ben 3 weeks ago and got stopped in the first round.
Right, there you go.
And I thought to myself, fuck, cheeky bastard. I think I could have beat. No, I could have beat Ben. But no. I'm just saying. It wasn't me, and whatever. But they said to me on that night or whatever. But it wasn't me.
When I remember hearing about a scrap in Top and Honour, when it had a big gang of boys from Merthyr or something.
I think I might have seen the fucking Rocky nearly choked his Budweiser then.
Bad memories.
I might have seen the CCTV of that.
No, the ones when I was on my own or the ones when we really.
Oh no, there was I thought it was a proper stand up between all of it.
Yeah.
Or was it two, was it?
No, it was me and Louis. Fucking great. Mark, what a fucking bear. What a man to fucking fight. What a tough man. Oh, he's a big bear. I used to call him Bear. He was just a big lump, wasn't he? So we're on the front door, and the boys comes in. I think it was Escape in the Park. So they all come up from Escape in the Park, and I think it was 6 or 7 or whatever, and they all gone the far side. So I goes in and walk around. It was at the time, there's only 2 or 3 of us working the door down top of that. So you got to walk round, I got to walk round, you got to walk round, and some fellas on a piss. And the back door, back fire exit.
Yeah.
You know, the VIP entrance.
Yeah. The VIP entrance and exit.
No. It was a VIP entrance for nose powdering, and it was the X-rated entrance if we weren't invited, right? So if you, it was either very good to get in the back room or very bad.
There was no
right, it went that way or that way. So some fellas that take my piss or whatever, and Judy's gone inside, grabbed him and picked him up, said, "Come on boy, can't have piss bear." So he starts dragging out. So 2 fellas runs over and jumps on Derby. Mark was a big lump of man.
He was a big man.
Bear, I called him. So they all had hold of him. So he drags him from one side to the other side to the pool tables. So I looked in, I just runs over. I just go like that, I go, bosh, pulled one off him, bosh, dropped him, bosh, dropped him. So I'm dragging one over there, Mark's still fighting with 3 on. I thought I'd drag him, chucking down the stairs, running, chucking down the stairs. And we just waited, we ended up weighing the fucking 6 from it. Fucking brilliant. But Mark had a hell of a kick in there. I think he had about 14 stitches in his eye or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you not think that's like part of the fucking job at the time that was there?
Yeah, it was just at the daytime with Top and Anna was taking off.
Yeah.
So it ended up on 6 Doorman. I mean, he was working at home. So it wouldn't have happened if it was like we had 2 on the door, 2 inside and 2 upstairs, which is about right.
In them days, if we got to have each other's backs, who knows the boys were they like? Because that must be fucking. Imagine I'm someone who I'm in an iron about and they think, fucking hell, my fucking life could be in his fucking hands in a way, like.
Well, it was.
You ran.
I grew up. Before I started doing it, right? Like Sir Colin Dream, Frankie McCord, James Terry Matthews. I grew up watching Tough Men.
Yeah, of course.
Looking up the Tough Men. Jeff Pegler, replace. Yeah.
Like, dare I say
Chris
it?
Jacobs,
like we would look at the web, like.
Chris Jacobs, right? And like I worked at the Woodman. Sorry, I worked at the Woodman's before I went down that Quids in and all that, and top and on. Which was years before. I was just I was running.
There's the Woodman's up to that way.
Yeah, right?
Brilliant.
Brett Davis.
And that was
Legend.
Oh my God.
Legend.
I worked there one night and somebody kicked off the Wassels and there'd been, I'd come into it now because I'd just gone from the B team to the A
Right,
team.
let me explain the Woodman. The Woodman is a nightclub in the middle of Clydach. So in the middle of like this little valley
Because
town,
I don't know this place.
there's a nightclub. I know
You've done
it.
a story, you know?
Oh,
No.
I knows it because it was on a Monday night. You'd have like kids disco
Kiddies
up there,
disco.
and the people on the door would be Michael Harris, Peter Harris. So we wouldn't pay to get in, me and the
Right.
Greens. But brilliant. But imagine now
It could be a bit wild, eh?
No, imagine now a nightclub in the middle of Clydach.
Imagine
Correct?
Yeah, a nightclub in Clydach.
Yeah.
Right, so there's families, I think the Wassels, they got little
Yeah.
10 brothers
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever, or that's that, and but Brett Davis is the Arsman, but Emma Nigel, the Arsman I ever met.
Do you think Brett that fucking tough, like crazy, is
fucking
it?
hell. After I just started up in Collins,
Yeah.
and I just filled every year, and I just thought I often said Nicky outside who was fighting for British cycle. Gary Pempton, Birders and whoever else. I go to Robert Dickey. Robert Dickey's 9 stone 4 and I'm like 10 and a half, 11 stone. And he said to me, "Oh, you want to spar with me yet?" And I go to him, because at the time I think I'm God's gift.
Of course,
I go,
yeah.
"Boy," I said to him, "Boy," I said, "See that top rope? I need to go over that fucker now." And he was nice to me then, you know, because I know he could fucking fight, but he seen me being a bit of a div. And I got stuck.
And he was the same, man.
Yeah,
Rob was his character.
Rob was a terrible sparrer. He got filled in sparring all the time.
No way.
Terrible got filled in.
But-
filled in sparring,
And on the Saturday.
and then when the fight came up, then he could do the job.
Yeah.
And he hit like a fucking moon. He put people away, like. So we go on to the fucking
The Woodman.
the Woodmans. I worked some like there. Chris Jacobs, big fucking super heavyweight, and he Chris Welsh champion. I think it was me, him, Brett, and it might have been Colin or Jimmy Bronfield or whatever. And the family, the Wassers, a big family.
Of course they are, yeah.
some of them good rugby players, whatever. I didn't know a lot about them. But the 2 or 3 brothers started arguing, they wanted to come in, and Brett said no, and he gone, Brett, it's me, Brett. I said there's about 3 or 4, and he gone, no, they're not fucking coming. And then they monstrous, they like big rugby, old school rugby. And Brett said, no, they're not coming. So when Brett had whacked one, and then 2 have run down the lane. So but Brett has run, and if you remember the one,
there was a big hill going down.
You had to walk or drive 300 yards to get this nightclub. Or it was a gym squash club or something. And Brett is running after him. So I'm running down after him now, and Bree was saying again, don't go wrong, we're going to work up and door. And Brett he was fearless. He didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, anyone would know Brett. There's not many would know Brett as it happens, like, but...
But after I started in Primos, and I filled everything in, I got introduced to Brett, right? And I'm thinking I'm God's fucking gift. So I'm hitting the bar, bump, 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 and I'm fucking smashed it. And I really thought that I was God's gift at the time, right? I obviously, we've gone from the A team to the B team. It's a crazy thing, because you had so much respect for the people who fight in, and who beat them up, you thought he was that much fucking better, or whatever. But I didn't know Brett. I hadn't been introduced to him.
Of course,
He's on the bag next to me. So I'm a useless trainer, right? So I'm bam, 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 1, 2, right up, 1, 2, bump, 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 bump. So it goes 3 minutes, but the buzzer goes off. So the fella next to me, he's going bam, 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 bam. He's still at the back. So I said, oh fella, the bell's gone. And he went, boy, I hit it 500 times before I finished. and I instantly took a respect to him. For some fucking reason, he had that aura about him.
I think I met Brett. He came in the Britain a few times, did he?
Come in the Britain.
But he had that aura.
He had
he had that aura about him. He went, boy.
He was
and
like, he was like tall, but not big, not thick set, but just tall. Like Rocky said, he had a bit of an aura about him. I'll never get Jamie Green. I'd be 12 years old, and Jamie said, see him by there. He said, he's hard as fuck. And I'm looking at him with this big tash in the black, and I'm like, really? Because it knew with head, big, hard, is like flat nose, and fucking, like Rocky said, bang, bang. And you look at this guy, he's quite tall, he's unassuming, very quiet. You think, really? And he had a bike crash, he had a bike accident. He was in like intensive care for like a month.
Right.
But like, just come back, and within 3 weeks, he's back normal.
Right.
No, I tell you what, I think cancer in the end,
me and Jamie went up a couple of days before. Because me and Jamie went up to Alwyn and seen him a couple of times. And me being the multi-twat I was, and still full of myself, I was saying, come on Brett, come on, and we the bus. And he got out of bed and he said, come on, he said, let's go to you now. Could just to shut me up. Because on the ward then. And he got up and we've done it. And me and Jamie did it once or twice.
Monster. Not many people hear about.
But like, nobody 18, 19 who thinks you're the best thing in the world. He fell in all the boys in, and he thinks you are that damn good. And it just took a split second, right? I finished, the buzzer goes, but as you said, he didn't have muscles, he didn't look in. He was a tall chap, long and rangy, and he carried it in the bag. And he just went, hey fella, the bell's gone. And he just turned, he stopped. He must have took a dislike because I fucking said to him, oh fella. And I had to stop, and he went, I hit the bag 500 times till I finish. And I just opened and he went, fuck my God, oh fucking Mikey.
It's great, like,
oh listen now.
But then you say,
no, listen now. I'm not sparring them. Fucking
hell. I'm saying it's 10, 20 years later, we got the hospital visiting and all this stuff.
And because the man is that immense. He was immense.
There's a lovely photo that goes round of I think you know the John who owns Humorous, his son Rodders. I love him, he's a great boy. Like there's a photo, it's the only photo I really see of Brett. There's a photo of Brett up in Humorous behind the bar because Brett trained Rodders, like Roddy, and it's like it's Rodders, I think it's Phil Regan, I think, or there's a couple of boys from Go Sign Away, and Brett's in the background, got his head sticking out the gym. It's fucking proper old school. It looks like a photo from 1982, and it's a cracker.
I think it's fighting for calling. I didn't have a trainer. I've been in the gym now, right? I gone in, I skipped for half hour, I've hit the bag, Tuesday night. Colin Beam says to me, You can fight tonight in Cardiff, he said. I done my record at the time. I think I'd won 4 wins on the trot. And whatever the record was before, but for Colin, I won 4 on the trot, or 5 on the trot. So I said, who's it called? He said, Tony Collins. I said, let's have it. I said, fucking hell. And I think he'd only had 8 fights at the time, but he knocked 5 or 6 out. Right? Yeah. So he's Frank Warren's boy, you know that. I said, I'll fucking fight them, get it on, come on. No, Rock, he said, fucking, we get a British title fight. And like had 4 or 5 wins on the trot. So he said, no, you've done it. So I sit back for another 2 or 3 fucking rounds, bump. Colin comes in, he said, Rock, they just offered £800, 4 threes. I said, fuck all. I said, 4 threes. I said, fucking hell. My mother can fight fucking 4 threes. I said, come on, let's go and fight them. So Michael Lass says, don't fight them, Rock. He says, he knocked his last fucking 5 fights. He knocked them all out, he said. I said, Mike, I'll fucking bet him. I'll bet him. I didn't say I could beat him. I said, I'll bet him my person, I'll go the fucking distance. So, because it was my first night back training, it was my first night back. So I bet some back, another 2 rounds. Colin comes in, he says, they've offered £1,200. I said, Colin, if we don't take it, I'm going up myself. He said, you can't go up yourself. I said, Brett, we can't be abreast, I'll come with you. So I said, I knew that man's a fucking bollocks. So me and Brett, I went home. It was about 6:30, right? 6:30. Goes home to River Road, Town Hill. Gets my shorts, gets my boots and everything. Quick squill over and everything. We gets to Cardiff by about 7:15. I said, shall I weigh in? What weight do I said, 10, 13, 11 stone. Fucking, I probably 11, 6, 11, whatever. Well, this is what I learned when I was professional, is that fucking, if they don't weigh you, if they don't care, if you were fucking 11 stone 8, them boys are 11 stone 8 or 11 stone 10. Yeah. Because I know that's the way it goes, right? So I went about 11, I said 10, 13, 11 stone. Yeah, that'll do. So they jump in, see the doctor, does all that, right? And then we seconds out, Tony Collins, right? So we got there within an hour. It was on TV. I've gone out there. I did right the first round. The second round, he fucking drops me. He hits me, he's orthodox on a southpaw. He hits me with a left hand, a left uppercut, and a left hook. And no one throws 3 shots like that.
No, of course, yeah.
Oh, sorry, he's orthodox. It's his right hand, right uppercut, and a right hook. So it drops me, first time in all my life, whenever, right? So I'm on the floor like that, and as I hit the floor like that, he comes over and tries to whack me around on the floor. So I go, yeah, you don't whack that. It doesn't whack the side to him. So he pulls him to one side, I get up, whatever, so he has a little bit, 30 seconds, we have another bit of a scrap, whatever. So he goes to sit down, now look at that, it's really forced him away and tries to smash him in the fucking face. So the referee comes over, he pulls his man. So I go to sit down, and Timo says to me, and Brett's in the corner, he goes, calm down. He said, you're doing all right. He said, boy, he won the first round. He said, he drops the second round. And so he goes out the third round. There's a bit of a rough and tumble again. He won that fucking quality. He was at Nard. Everything was a thud. And when he went to sit down again, I tried to steal on him again. So after he sat down, I tried to steal on him. So he comes back, 4th round, does the same thing, he carries on, tries to steal on him. So he goes out, they give it 39-38. So I said to Brett, I thought I fucking beat him. He said to me, if you want to go down, he said, you would have won that. I said, did I go down? He hit me so fucking, I swear to God, boys, he hit me so fucking hard, I didn't know he went down. But when we was walking out the ring, and all down one side, the left hand side was numb. He hit me so fucking hard, right?
Nerves up, isn't it?
Yeah. So we walked fucking through the crowd, we've gone upstairs into the change rooms. So as we walking past, he's in the change room next to me, and he. So you know, all screaming and shouting. So I kicks the fucking door. So I opens the door, he says, oh fucking, what are you shouting about? He said, I fucking done you. I said, let's fucking have it again. But the numb fucking arm, like, and Ernie Fossey and Jimmy Tibbs was in between.
Jimmy Tibbs.
Right? And they're there. And he's from, and fair dues to Collins, he was a game cunt, he fucking wants to fight. He comes at me and I'm trying to fucking slam him over to Jimmy Tibbs in front of Ernie Fossey. And he's trying to slam me. And Brett pulled me to one side, he said, Rock, he said, you mad, he said. Fucking mad. And he said, and I didn't realise I'd gone down.
Fuck, you know.
Crazy time. But honest God, utmost respect for Brett, he was fucking one of the hardest men Him and Nigel Page is the best I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, that'll shout it out.
Right, can you tell the Leon Knight story?
Oh my God. Yeah,
Can you tell me?
Yeah, of course I can. Fucking, when it was going through this time when he was on instead, I was in Quid's Inn was great and Tottenham was great. Every Christmas do, it's going to be a bit deeper, every Christmas do, the fucking Swans, or they used to phone me, Gary Monk was captain when Ian Trundle was involved and all this. They used to phone me and say, can I go to the Christmas do with them? I went to one of them and fucking Trundle was dressed as fucking Darth Vader. No, Batman. And I had a Batman suit. Because it's been
just going further, Andy Robinson put on that photo, the photos of it earlier on Instagram, you wouldn't have seen it. Andy Robinson put, ask Rocky who was the best Batman.
Oh, Trundle must have spent about fucking, he must have spent about 300 quid in the suit, and I must have had about 12 quid.
Yeah.
Right, and so, but, so I'm working with them, when I so fucking, so and they what do you say? They just give me a one or whatever and buy me drinks or whatever. I could just have a normal them in the back of Revolution. Right, this is not the Leonite one, this is before that. Right, so we're fucking in the back of Revolution now. For all the Swans boys now, we've been out all day, gone a few pubs, whatever, goes back to Revolution, they stay a fucking night. Leon Knight was one of them. Dennis Lawrence and Aquafenma, right?
3 degrees.
I've gone, yeah, 3 degrees, right? So we've gone fucking little larger, right? So I go on like this, I comes out, and we've got Understowy rugby team. Once the Phil Leon Knight thinks he's got try to pull one of the birds or touch somebody up. Right? And fucking Dennis Lawrence trying to stick up for him, and Aquafenma. So they give me fucking 100 quid and 3 fucking bars, and I'm sticking on dummy, but I'm still capable or whatever, so I come fucking on no, I go, what's the matter? So there's fucking, who got the front row, and they 6 foot fucking 4, and they big boys, whatever. So he said, this little fucking black boy, blah, 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 he's done this, he's done that. I said, listen, old boys, I said, fucking, they're the best in Swansea, I said, I'm looking after them now, I said, you fucking shut your fucking mouth, you fucking, I thought, oh my God, we struggling there now. So they paid, like, so I think myself, I'm gonna fucking smash, I got to fucking, there's these 3 in there now, I got to hit the fucking first 3 of them, and I got to get them off. So this fella pokes his fucking head through, he must be about fucking 6 foot, Andrew the boy, he introduced me, Andrew, right? And he's with him, and he went, fucking hell, Rocky Reynolds, he said, Welsh as fuck, he said, who flies, mate? He said, yeah, fucking yeah, I boxed him, so it's flied up in, but he went, fuck boys, don't fucking fuck with Rocky, he said he's fucking tough as fuck. And I went, oh, and I had for 14, 15, I'm coming over, shake my fucking hand. And I went like that with Dennis Lawrence is 6 foot fucking 4.
6'7".
6'7".
Yeah.
Get the fucking hat with Fendel 6'7" square.
Yeah.
And Leon I said, little cheeky cunt. I said, fucking get it in, I won't fucking shut up. And I just kept him in the back room then. So that was one of the Swan stories. Another Swan story. Who did they play in the final?
Which one? They played Carlisle in the LDV.
Was it
The other one, the one they lost, or the one they won?
No, I don't know which one they lost the one. But I used to have a phone call all the time. 1 or 2 of the Swans was like tomboys, and they did have a go with a couple of women. And they said, we'll go and threaten these whatever. And I had to go and threaten them, we'll go whatever. The Leon Knight one was, he was living on the arena, and he had his car repossessed. He had 2 cars, he parked in somebody else's space. So they played in the final the next day. And because I'm Rocky Reynolds and I'm fucking roided up and I'm in the lifestyle I'm in, it didn't make a lot of difference to me. I just looked after him and done whatever. So I just gone straight down the arena, I grabbed all the scooty gun, I got shot him a bit, strangled him. And I got his phone, I got like, who's the boss? He said, he's the boss. Got him on the phone, I said, right, get his car back there now. I said, he's playing in the fucking morning for the Swans. I said, and if the fucking Swans lose, I'll fucking kill you and your family. So they got his car was up in Cardiff. They got a low loader and brought his car back from Cardiff. So he gave me 2 tickets and then to go to the game whatever. So it was great.
They ended up losing. Thankfully the family didn't die.
Every close.
What's we might get a couple of the Swans. There's a couple of the Swans, isn't there?
I think in the Monk days, innit? Like now, they can't get involved with it. Like, Monk, Trundle, all loves you.
I had a phone call, I'm down at Triga, Saturday night, 5:30, I'm a pint, whatever. No, I wasn't even drinking. Phone call. one of the boys, can't name him, says to me, there's 2 cage fighters on go sign and just come in the rock. Fuck, I shagged his missus last night. Get up there as quick as you can. Now, Frankie Bennett's, right? So, the Tredegar to Frankie Bennett's is fucking 3 or 4 minutes, right? It's fucking nothing as long as
In the car, yeah.
In the car.
we drive fast. So I fucking shot up there, opt out. I fucking, you got fucking Joanne, you got Munt, you got all the first team. There's like 12. It was like fucking 6:30, right? 6:30. You know, it was his early doors, so it's the first pub they got it. But these 2 cage fighters now gone in, they haven't drink or had a meal, they birds. So one of the swans have normal one of the birds the night before. And they must have found out, so they threatened one of the boys, right, his focal, straight there, fucking 5 minutes to get. Right, they said, move up a bit further up the bar, boys, don't whatever. So I said, finish it. One goes to the toilet, Paul's in the toilet. I said, right, do me a favour. I said, you can't fucking shout the Swans. I said, they're the Swansea's finest, I said. And I've always represented them. They are the best in the fucking city, right? Whoever's representing us. So I said, fucking, you can't go fucking shout them or whatever. Philip, you had to go with us. I said, well, I'll shout them, I'll give him a slap. I said, boy, you've got to fucking, can't go shout them. So his mate gets up, and as I goes in, his mate's trying to go on the other Swans. So I just runs and chokes him, fucking grabs his things him out. So I said to his mate, I said, no, fucking get out. I said, I fucking told you. I said, fucking, you know, can't do the best in the city. And the 2 of them fucking left, and they misses. So I'm sitting there now, it's just like fucking 6:30, Frankie and Benny's with the old Swan squad. So I remember, no, that Saturday morning, the football programme.
Soccer
AM. What they used to have, the programme, I can't even think of it, ask them questions. Who's the longest in the shower?
Yes, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And
Teammates it was good.
What's it called, teammates?
Yeah.
Who's the longest in the shower? What's the best song? Who puts the music on and changes them and all that? So I said, and whatever it was, and I got like the old Swan squad now, they all going again. The old tongues out saying, thank you rock, whatever. So they all buy me beer and I'm saying, so I said, right, who's the longest in the shower? And it was Leon Knight. Who got the biggest chopper? Who got this? And then he went through, who's the most intelligent? Joe Allen. He had like 3 A stars.
Yeah, he's breeding chickens and everything.
Fuck,
He's kind
you know, and so I went around with them for a couple of hours then. And looked that so.
There's loads of photos of me with the Swans boys, aren't there? Like
But
recently,
he loves
Cats from everywhere.
He loves the rock. Like,
because when we was doing the charity stuff for Greenies, he just ring them up and just go, I want to fucking sign Swan's top, I want to sign ball and that. And
I got some tops, mine, I got some tops.
You want to use another person? Yeah, no problem. We're not finished yet, do you?
Are we
Fucking
going
rush to go, really?
No, I'm not just warm.
What do you want to talk about?
The cement on it.
yeah, I see that, yeah.
Like, where does the idea come for the cement run?
But
Starting from the beginning.
Yeah, starting from the beginning.
Kirsty had problems. Nigel Page, with his wife Deborah, they struggled to have a baby, and when they actually had one in, with Kirsty was pregnant, there was difficulties when she was born. So Nigel started the cement run, and he just started to give back that.
So no fairness, so in a roundabout way, how mad is it that it started because of Kirsty and she ended up running it like with herself? That's fucking amazing.
But back in the day, it was a different game to what it became in the end.
The first 5, 6, 7 years, it was like 10 people, one bag. But it was a 50 kilo bag, and then they go up and do it and everything. And that's what it was. And it raised like 400 or 500 quid, and it went here and went there. But it was getting bigger and bigger, obviously, every year, because Enzo got involved, and Enzo was fucking great for it.
Enzo won it 2 times.
Fucking Enzo was fucking amazing. He run up it. Fucking hell. I've got to say that I never finished it.
Really?
Yeah.
Never ever finished it.
Have you had it for go 3 times, yeah?
I fucking finished it.
Yeah.
I done it about 4 times. And fucking, the closest I got was about 30 yards from the fucking end. And I put the bag down onto my lap, took it off my head and brought it on my lap. And Nigel Page came down and slapped me in the fucking face and went to me, boy, you dropped it, that's what you got.
I heard he was pretty strict, wasn't he?
He wouldn't even allowed to stop.
Really?
Wasn't allowed to stop. So it's come off my neck onto my shoulder, brought onto my fucking side. It hadn't touched the floor. I'm like, as we go round, you know the bend. We've got that tree on the right hand side. Once you get that tree, you've got that little onward bound.
Yeah.
I thought myself, I'd fucking done it now. And I was third. I thought myself, fucking, I'll have a little break behind now and I'm gone. And Page just come, he's run 30 yards and got me, fucking smashed me towards the job, said, boy, you dropped it, as you lot. So one load to finish. One load to finish.
But it became such a big thing. It was just like it was like a date in the year, wasn't it?
It was for the few years when he took it over. Like.
I tell you, it's an amazing thing. Fuck. The amount of people that you've done yourself, kid, and fuck. The charities, like, it's an amazing thing, obviously, for the childcare unit to give money back to them because they fucking help Kirsty fucking live and all that. And how hard it is for the childcare unit. But like John Hartson, we're very good with close with John Hartson or whatever. We done a testicular cancer, we give them 10, 12 grand. We done who's the ambulance? The fucking ambulance. Air ambulance. We had 10 or 12 grand from.
Amazing.
So he phones up and he says fucking air ambulance, blah blah, because they got Nigel from fucking Neath to fucking Auckland and tried to save him, whatever. It took them fucking 6 months to come and get the money.
Yeah.
And it's a charity-based thing, right? And there's been about 10, maybe 8 or 9, 10 charities we've done it for. And I'd like to write, if the Evening Post I was fucking sat down and spoke to them and tell, if I remember, and the different charities, how long it's taken to give them money, they'd be fucking amazed.
You didn't just come and take it straight away, like.
Fuck, you think I got 12 grand for it?
I'll be down to
I'll be down yesterday.
Yeah,
exactly. You know, and 6 months later, we're still trying to get through to somebody because obviously it was such a big thing. You're collecting that much money that everybody wants to know where the pounds and pennies go.
Yeah, of course, yeah. That's the only thing you've got to be careful with. Like,
And you've got to show it. And like, luckily enough, because I knew every year at the time, Rocky, working on doors and everything, the way it's going, I blagged everything. Donny Hilbert have been absolutely amazing. They've donated trophies, they've donated fucking t-shirts. The cement, they've always done it. Dean Fenders, you've always got a thing of Terry Card to get a van for us, which would cost us 500 quid for to get there and back. You know, Patrick Doe, he always donated £1,000, but know the things behind it. And we used to have to write into the Parks Department, so we were allowed to do it and all that. Yeah. So we had to clean everything up after us. But obviously, wherever the money went, you had to show, you had to have photos and where the money's going. But the amount of times it was to get somebody, we done the childcare unit about fucking 6 or 7 times, and the first couple of years it was like £1,000, £1,500, £2,000. They'd done it, and then we went to testicular cancer with John Arson, 10, 12 men. Then we went to air ambulance, Dwayne, cystic fibrosis. We done it with him. We went up to Cardiff and get the Heath Hospital. Maybe I think we gave them 8 grand. They were great.
Crazy amount of money, mind you.
But
I'm talking 40, 50.
For people, the actual ones then, like the air ambulance and a couple of others, that we were saying, listen now, you've got to come and see us. So we can have a photo to show you the different thing, so that we can prove to everybody that the money's gone to you and how much it's gone to you. But the fucking how hard it was to give people money was incredible.
It's mad, isn't it?
Well,
what are knocking down your fucking door?
Well, yeah, this is what the whole thing we talk about salute, isn't it?
Yeah.
All these charities and all that, right? You give them fucking 10 grand cash to an ambulance. How much money is actually going to pay for the ambulance, innit? This is what Westy always says. Westy raised thousands of pounds, like Bob hates this.
I read what he wrote, and he said that every penny goes to fucking...
Every penny goes to the debt, their boys.
And that's all we want.
Yeah.
But like, when I raise him pounds, pennies, fucking tens of thousands, whatever, I don't think of the nurse who's got to come here, so she's got to ever... And I know you've got these charities now that they pay people to go round and collect money and this and that. Who don't even think of that?
Well, it's funny, and like when like Johnny's little daughter passed, like Donna was like, before she passed away, Donna like come up with the idea with the bands, wasn't it? The bands, like. And I got to be honest, every fucker I knew had these bands on. It was amazing, but like we're not all like we're fucking laid back as fuck. But then all of a sudden, then we're giving 50 bands here, which is 50 quid, isn't it? 100 bands here, 200 there, and then all of a sudden you're like, fuck, where's all the, like, as you said, you've got to be accountable. You've got to be accountable for all this money. Like, and then all of a sudden then, someone who fucking give 50 bands to, I'm giving you the 50 quid, then as luck would have it, like, you fucking knows me, if anyone ever questioned me, I'd say, well, fuck you, I don't give a fuck. But, no, which I have done in the past, but if someone
if somebody gives you 50 bands, if you give fucking 15 away or 35 away, you've got 50 quid out of your own pocket then.
Of course you are.
Right, yeah. So they're not requesting, you know, they can say, fucking Paddy, you was in fucking Top and all last week, you chucked 30 odd bands out. Where's the 50 quid? You go for it.
This is
that is the difference.
Like, to start off the bands, like, I never forget, Dawn had to pay like £300 of our own money to start it. Chat it back because they sold like fuck. But then when you give in like 50 here, 50 there, and especially if you're not organised like me and her, all of a sudden you're like,
you can't keep track of where they go.
You can't. No.
Everyone got one. When you get involved in fucking charities and you think fucking people are going to fucking question or whatever.
People do don't mind, don't they? People do.
The cement people, right, you know, we used to sell that £100 or £200 after the races. Petty carriage for 200 quid. You know, it would cost us so much money to set the fucking race up.
Of course,
if we had to pay for it. But lucky enough, we got sponsors but I still, you know, I had on my shoulders that we had to fucking have a thing in the paper.
I totally agree.
So there's it went from like $2 grand to $3 grand, to $8 grand, to 10 grand, to 12 grand, to $3 grand, to 2 grand, or whatever. Which is 3 or 4 grand is a lot of money.
Is it still going?
Yeah, it's still going.
Amazing, isn't it? I think it's a great day of the year, like.
I did it, the right day of the day.
We do it every other year now.
Yeah.
But you know, it's hard to organise everything. Kirsty's
you'll have to let me know next one, I'll put it on, we'll try and get a fucking team down
there. Kirsty's a PSO policewoman, so she got to get signed off. Yes. How amazing a father would think of being a policewoman.
Yeah.
Not there's nothing wrong with police. But she got to get clearance and all that, and all the shit and everything. But no, I think we must have raised about well over 60, 70 grand.
Crazy money, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crazy money. What do you think how it started from? Just fucking pages.
10 of the boys in the gym.
Ridiculous.
Enzo's been absolutely amazing, and he jumped in, he put the boys up for the boxing boys up, and they got involved and done it. And Enzo's always been time and effort. Karazagi used to do it one year.
Chris Ware won it one year.
Chris Ware.
Dino done it.
This I tell you what, this fucking pal done it. You run up there. I think he done it about 10.5 seconds or whatever. And it was unbelievable. Listen now, quickly before this thing wraps up and everything, gotta tell you, one of my favourite fighters of all time is Joe Karazagi. Coming quids in, him and Enzo and a couple of his mates coming in and quids in. Lovely night. She went outside, he left his jumper inside, wherever, so I let him back in, he got his jumper. So he sat outside for a while. So I obviously, this 1 o'clock now, I shoot, I goes on Top Banana. She comes down Top Banana with Enzo and a couple of fellas, whatever, this and that. So obviously, you know, I'm beasted to death. I'm like a 19 stone. I fucking like. I hadn't. It was like more on after the rides or whatever. I started to slow down. I appreciate Joe Karazagi. So I still thought I'm God's gift. I'm fucking Garth, and I'm trying to get bigger and better. And I'm not that. Like I'm throwing people on like rag dolls.
The name's Dog.
So no, he's bigger than Dog. He's bigger.
And I
heard that loads of times.
But I will say, Rocky did rip that guy from Merthyr's heart out once.
Right, so I'm down Top Banana, and Enzo comes up with this black fella, a couple of them or whatever, this and that. So and he goes, go on in, run in quick, and he goes. So it's Joe Karazagi and his entourage and everything, all that shit. So they goes, so I'm on a strip round now, and I've got to be king of the jungle, and as I was. And I go, Ed, they're sitting on a table. I said, get off the fucking table. It's pool tables, there's 6 pool tables. You know, don't sit on the fucking thing, there's loads of room, you know, but it was really cool when I sit on the pool table. So I've gone upstairs, I've growled everybody upstairs, come back downstairs, he's still sitting on the fucking table. I said, I fucking told you fucking once, get off the fucking table. So they get on the table, so I goes back on the door, I goes back upstairs as I walk round again. They sit on the table, so I go, get the fuck out here. Out, fucking out. Kawasaki grabs him by the fucking scruff, I got him by the scruff. Out you fucking going. So I take him the fucking scruff. So I guess to the top, so I said, out, like, boys, out the fucking, get the fuck out here, out you going. So I go for a fucking piss. So this dark skinned fella fucking comes in, whatever. And he said, do you know what it is? I said, yeah. He says, it's your fucking Kawasaki. So I just gone, smash. Puts him in his head in the fucking trough. As you did it or not, the man who's fucking the top man and quids in, that's what it does. So I'm not sure, but it might have been his mind or whatever. And he come in to fucking have a chat with me. I seen him years after, I seen him a couple of years ago in Swansea, and I thought, fuck myself, what a shape on a cunt. And it's the same fucking fella. So out they goes, I says to Andrew, I said, go and grab our can out the fucking toilet. He takes him out the fucking toilet, takes him out wherever. So it must have been about 2 or 3 months after, they playing football up the Dingle.
Of course, they had like an Italian side on it, Enzo, Kawasaki.
There's a lot.
The Tods would have a game and all that. Yeah.
Oh, fucking Bradley Price.
Yes,
fucking
yeah.
So I don't know Enzo or whatever, and he says, oh, they playing fucking football up there, they're playing against them, the Swansea against the Boxers and all that. So I goes up and I just buys 2 pairs of gloves, it's fucking, so Kawasaki comes on, he goes, oh fella. So it's joke, you know, he's British champion, and it's just before his world title and all that fucking shit, right? But he's I remember he boxed at the Penn Antwerp, and he's about 13, and I watched him up there, and he knocks him out the first round, the semi-final of Welsh, and he was fucking special then, he was mega special. So I gone, oh fucking fella, get fucking here. So Enzo says, Joe, come here, he said, remember that fucking fella that fucking circled at that pub in Swansea? He said, it's him. So he said, sign him. I said, oh, get your fucking boy, no, sign him. So he signs it, whatever. I said, it's 2 pairs of gloves. So I phoned Doolett, Ross McCord, I got a couple of, I goes and buy 6 pairs of gloves. I goes down to like WDs or whatever.
JD Sports,
Sports, 6 pairs of gloves, goes back up there, and I said, sign these, we boy, fucking brilliant. He said, and then I said to him, fuck, he threw us up the club, man. He threw us in the club. Unbelievable, fucking what a man.
Welsh legend, world legend.
Oh, absolutely. Kawasaki, fucking.
Greatest fight I ever lived. Greatest fight I ever lived.
Hall of Famer.
We haven't talked to the famous four. We haven't got 10 talk to the famous four now.
What famous for?
Marvellous Marvin, fucking Ernst, Zagle and Leonard.
Big favourite?
Marvellous Marvin Agler, Southpaw.
My favourite photo of the Rock, the night Roy Jones was in the Clay Club.
Yeah.
And you've got, whoever took the photo, I've got Roy Jones at the side, from the side on, and a little bit like where my light is with there.
It's a little bit set back a little bit.
The Rock with the mic, asking him a question, but it's great, isn't it? Because fucking Roy Jones Jr. is looking at Rocky.
Roy Jones Jr. is going to be one of the greatest fights ever fucking ever breath of fresh air, right? And the question I asked him was you disappointed in not being involved in the famous four?
Of course he was.
Agler, Leonard, Duran and fucking Ernst. And he said, that's my mother's fault. My mother and father's fault. Which is a fucking great answer. And I said,
he was good, wasn't he?
And I said, what do you think you would have done against him? He said, I wasn't around in that era, but I stole loads of bits of them. And I spoke to Roy Jones, and I spoke to Marvellous Marvin Agler, and I said to him, was you disappointed going the fucking distance with fucking Duran after Thomas Ernst knocked him out in 3 rounds? And he said to me, Roberto Duran's one of the honest men I've ever met.
Yeah,
and I wrote on Facebook and I went like that. To have such great athletes, so humble, is fucking amazing. Because like we could think we fucking bit of shit or he's this good or whatever, but to have them that are that fucking damn good, to be that damn humble, is
also
amazing.
different as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like Duran went his way. Like Duran come up from nothing.
Yeah, but they mega superstars. We've dreamt about them.
Yeah.
We've watched them. But they're so humble.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. Marvellous Marvin, like I said, it was a pleasure going the distance with Duran. Fuck me.
Yeah.
It's what we dreamt about with kids growing up. And then Roy Jones, I said, we just might not be in the famous four. He said, my mother and father, I was a bit late, right? They met.
Yeah.
And then he said, because I just put after him, he said, I watched them, I stole bits of all of them.
Yeah.
What? These men, they better than we've ever dreamt of. And to be so humble is amazing.
Right, we're going to call it a day or what?
Yeah, it's been great. It's been shit.
It's getting late, fucking hell. So
I tell you what, I'm very surprised. I was very nervous. I know I'm a chopsy bastard, right? But fucking, it's a pleasure.
Imagine the stories you could have told.
Absolute pleasure. I'm glad I've never been hypnotised.
That's an in-joke now.
Right.
Brad, before we go, we're literally like 9 days away from Ambition's Critical Life. Rocky's coming.
Right. As the notes we have for fucking usually people coming. Fuck up. We don't give a fuck.
Can I just say, being in charge of Swansea City and I used to look after them every week, there were certain players that never ever trained on a Monday for certain reasons.
We think we all know what they fucking were. Right, Rock. Been fucking pleasure. As always, I love you getting up, yeah. I'll forgive you for smashing my nose, cost me 2
I didn't touch his fucking nose. He's a liar.
I can't believe
He's
you
a liar.
Christian
Lacey jabbed him and
no.
I never
Do you know I never sparred with Christian?
Yeah,
I didn't know you did.
And Tompkinson beat you up. He beat you up as well.
Alex Tompkins beat.
But they didn't beat him up because he come good in the end. My boy always come
Alex
good in the end.
Tompkins bastard.
And he fucking never lost a white collar fight in my eyes.
So we can't talk about that because I'm really upset.
Because I will fucking film it.
Right, we get out here. Peace.
Love you.
Ambition is critical.